becoming real. It's the next episode.
Welcome to Chicago, where the fire serve cold, with the Wolves and the Hawks never shiver in the snow. The Bulls keep it running, the Sox run the south, the Cubs run the north, but the Bears run the house. True Chicago sports fans got their ears to the street. Any team make a move and they never skip a beat. And in this house, this is where we be. Welcome to the show with E-Rock and Big Z.
Welcome to Chicago. Coming from the True Chicago Sports Fan Cave, this is the TCSF episode. Oh, my God. Yeah, that sounds when you start drinking early and don't have any breakfast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mana, is that all I got to say? And I was waiting. I was going to be like, mana, and then let you finish, and then you just kind of fucked that all up. So let's just keep going.
Yeah, we're coming from the True Chicago Sports Fan Cave. This is the TCSF podcast with E-Rock and Big Z, and we got some special guests in the house.
Yes, sir. This is the 606 Media Holiday Party. We've both been on their show at the same time, but today in studio we have the guys from No Water on the Weekend, Steven and Sean. Welcome to the studio.
Hey, man, good to be here, man.
Oh, my God. Thanks for having us. Oh, this is amazing.
Everybody's had a couple medallas, a couple modelos, a couple
Look at this.
silver bullets.
Look at this fucking studio, though. This is nice.
Thank you. Just literally just redid this yesterday and kind of made it trying to feel more studio-y.
Yeah.
So like I can do whatever I need to do on the graphics and then also, on the show at the same time, and I don't have to. It was really just centralized around the microphone, and then everything just blossoms out from there.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, you would know that. You do that for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. You're right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. If you're a first-timer or a long-timer, please remember to hit that subscribe button, that notify button, and go ahead and give us a review on your listening app of choice. You can find us on Facebook at True Chicago Fans. You can follow us on Twitter at True Chi Fans and on IG at True Chicago Sports Fans. And don't forget, you can support the show with a monthly subscription at anchor.fm/True Chicago Sports Fans. Go on over there and click on support, and you can subscribe for as low as 99 cents a month. It is that time of the year to give, so go ahead and give it to us.
Damn,
Listen.
That's a steal. That's a steal. 99 cents?
Seriously. I mean, it's free,
Oh
but
my
shit, if you like
God.
it, why not pay us, Listen, do you like the show?
I do.
Are you a fan?
I am.
There we go.
Then tell your friends, and they will tell their friends, and we can all be friends if you enjoy the content. If you like what we do, if we make you laugh or cry or just yell or throw your phone across the room, please share it with other people. Tell them not to throw their phone and just keep listening. Just go to the next episode. Maybe it'll get better.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Z, what's up, brother? How you doing? Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas to one and all. Happy Hanukkah and everything else. Happy Kwanzaa, right?
Kwanzaa,
There we go.
thank you.
Kwanzaa.
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
Festivus for the rest of us. Okay.
Yes, right. Yeah, so we're going to let our grievances out today. Definitely.
I got a big problem with you people.
Before we get into that, we got to give a shout out to our sponsor, Great Clothing Company. Don't forget to go to greatclothingco.com and get your official TCSF podcast t-shirt. Search for keyword True Chicago and use our promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off your entire order. That is TrueFan15. Go and get your official shirts now.
Again, it is the time of giving and the time of receiving. So receive yourself some shirts and then spread them along.
Yeah, man. You know what? We're going to have a little meeting with the Great Clothing Company. We need some new gear.
We do.
Yeah, I'd like to have a True Chicago Sports hoodie or a T-shirt.
I'm trying to get a jock strap. I mean, is that possible?
We will make that happen for you.
Yeah.
God, thank you.
We could put ham and eggs on the back of it. Just
hell
print
yeah.
it. Yeah. New show, ham and eggs.
Okay. All right.
Whoa.
All right.
So I'm going to let the guests go first, and then we'll let, myself and E-Rock talk about our week, man. What you been up to all week? Threw them off.
Show shock.
No, what have I been up to all week? I've been working. I got some projects going on. And then aside from that, I've got an album I'm working on. So I've been writing music for that. Also,
Cool.
Holiday shopping for my lady.
Yep.
Got to get her some badass stuff. I don't have kids,
Does she give you a list, or you're going on top of your head of like what she likes and what she doesn't like?
I'm going off the top of my head.
He buys the stuff she
How
doesn't
does that
like.
work out for you?
It works out awesome for me. I'm an exquisite gift giver. I will tell you what.
Okay.
All right.
I give a lot of myself.
I mean, it is the season of giving, so.
Hey, Steven can vouch for that because he lives upstairs. He can hear everything.
Yeah, I give it to Steve. Wow. No. That's now wrong. No. The Madaya. No.
I have a feeling that that's not the first time you guys were in a room and someone says,
Fucks?
"Oh no, it came out wrong."
No, it's not. I've been on this show. No.
It's not. Well, Steven, it's your turn now because I said my piece.
Yeah.
That's how it works, Steven.
Pretty much this week went to my holiday party, which was pretty cool.
Where was it at?
Navy Pier. It
Oh,
was
In the Grand Ballroom?
Yeah.
Damn, they got money.
Yeah, I mean, they fired a lot of people, so yeah, they
they're
got
saving.
tons of money
For
now.
this specific party.
Right.
A lot of sailors there?
Tons of sailors.
Yeah, hell yeah.
There's no woman there at all.
Nothing but semen.
Nope. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was.
Oh, God.
And then, me and Sean we recorded. I did that on Friday, too. I said,
Oh, yeah.
You did film
we
us.
filmed.
Yeah.
We filmed.
That's
but
exact- I mean,
we didn't film
on
it
film.
yet.
Not on film. I mean, if you want to get technical.
No, it was on film.
Right.
was
We
on
recorded
Super
on
8.
Friday, so we did that. And then we did a video. Right now it's live.
Oh, it's posted?
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Boom,
posted.
boom. It's on.
Great.
It's figgy pudding spam.
Yeah, if you have
Yeah.
not seen it yet, it
That's-
is a great video of the guys trying fig spam. Was it figgy?
Figgy pudding.
Here's
Figgy pudding.
the one thing that I'm a little upset about though,
That you weren't invited?
is that we're not sitting here trying figgy pudding for our fucking segment.
No, but we do have something to try for our segment, though.
White Castle.
No, that's a staple of the TCSF podcast.
Yeah.
We love White
have,
Castle.
Yeah, we have. I mean, like a crave case comes through here at least every 6 months, and
Yeah.
I say, and that's a realistically often amount of time to have
Every
White
6
Castle.
months?
Yeah,
Yes.
Twice a year.
Yeah, we
Yes.
need a cold and
That's
clean
a
burger.
reasonable amount to have White Castle here.
Now I gotta
Yeah,
say,
that is. You're absolutely right.
the guy at Taco Bell remembered me from last week.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's like 30 tacos. Got you.
Yes.
Hey, you're back again. I like your diet.
Oh, you got a lot of Christmas parties, buddy.
You got a lot of friends, don't you?
Just the
Oh,
same
my
one,
God.
but 2 weekends in a row. We were here last weekend, right? We came last
What
weekend.
did you do with the tacos?
No,
So I drove home and I ate one on the way
Okay.
back home.
just one.
Yeah.
Just one.
Because I wanted to add hot sauce to it because it's really hard to rip hot sauce and then pour it on there and eat it and drive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's legit.
Hard to rip one.
So then, right when I parked, in that group message they were all sending, Sean goes, "Hey, save me some of them tacos." But then when I park, I see Sean and Angie, woo, drive away.
Oh, you did say save me some of those tacos.
I did, but for some reason it took him an hour and a half to get back.
Well, it was 30 minutes one way, 30 minutes back, and there was traffic. So,
I don't know.
There you go.
I mean,
It's all good. It's
Yeah.
all good.
yeah, it's all right. I saved. There's 2 left. I was gonna debate and put them, the 2 ones.
Wow.
He still has them
You're
in his
gonna
fridge.
Wait,
Why?
Why?
I forgot to throw them out.
Soggy ass tacos.
He's a
What?
taco hoarder.
This is every
So I was
time.
gonna put those 2 and be like, who's gonna eat
It's
these
surprise ones with this is like fucking Mexican Christmas and shit with the baby in the
in the fucking cake or
Yeah,
whatever.
the- yeah, the
Or
rosca.
you're like, when do they put this kind of cheese on
The
that?
amazing thing is, whenever I hang out with this group, you always see different people at different stages of their lives, right?
Yeah.
Sean's married but no kids. I'm married with kids. Z's no kids, not married. He's a little bit older. You're in the same boat, but you're a little bit younger, and I'm just watching different stages of life. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Your
know- I know where
realizations
he's
of
been.
things, and I'm like,
it's like going through Candyland and shit. You know, you guys are ahead of us, and he's right behind me, and I'm like, oh, I know what I did that stupid shit. I remember that.
Oh man.
yeah, I mean,
We
it's
got the stages of life right here.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
yeah. And unfortunately, I am the
stage.
I'm the end result. Like I was
Stage 4, old man.
I was the butterfly, but except now my wings are clipped and my one leg is hanging kind of funny. Yeah, it's
Oh
fucked up.
damn.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Who clipped your wing? What are you getting at? Who clipped your wings?
Who clipped my wings is the fucking arthritis. Just clipped my
Oh
wings.
no!
Tendinitis.
Oh man.
Yeah, tendinitis,
Carpal tunnel,
carpal
all the-
tunnel, all the I got all the tunnels and the ritises, all of them.
ED. Yeah.
Whoa.
What? No.
What?
That's not ED.
What? Yeah, that's how you begin to spell my name. If that's that's yeah.
Erectile dysfunction D. Yeah.
No, that's not the last. Anyway,
Hey, Blue Chew wants to sponsor us.
They do. They are.
Or him.
Or him.
Or
Yeah.
him.
Hims.
Him's are great.
hymns,
Yeah,
hymns.
we'll take either one of those sponsors. You know, we've seen our demographic.
So what have you guys been doing? We'll all use them at the same time.
We literally just looked at the demographic.
That was weird. It was "Whoa" by Black Rob just started playing.
Because someone says, "Whoa, whoa."
Wow, well, some eventful weeks there.
Wow, what you been up to, Z?
Well, Tuesday Night Magic over there at Waveland. I did average.
Nice.
That's all right.
You know what? I was on a heater for a month, and I always go on a heater for a month, and then I heat up again during the playoffs. So I'm gonna save it for the playoffs, and that's when it's important. What I don't like is losing money on the brackets or the what is that, Team 300 and all that shit.
You did send me some photos, and you were on a fucking heater.
Oh
you were
my God.
killing it. You were killing it. Yeah, that was good.
That's
That was
when you
good,
invited me, like, oh, you're gonna go to this tournament. I'm like, I'm not really hot right now. Let's wait a little bit till I warm up. Yeah. Other than that, I went to WWE Raw. Oh no, SmackDown on
That's
Friday.
awesome.
That's
How
right.
old are you again?
I am 41.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Prime age for
And you would be
WWE.
surprised how there's older people than me that go to this, not with kids, who come in with 2 belts.
Yeah.
Each belt's about $425.
It's the
What?
same, but here's the thing. To me, it's the same. Like, if you are in that generation that grew up watching Hulk Hogan and the beginning of WWF, why would you just I'm a
would
little
you let
bit
it go?
older now. Now I'm gonna give up on the thing that I
Some
always
people
enjoyed.
are still Bears fans.
Like,
Yeah. That's
true.
30-something years not winning.
wow.
Taking shots right now because they're down and out.
You remember that cartoon back in the day that was WWF?
Yes.
Yeah.
Saturday
Of
morning.
course.
Yeah.
With the Junkyard
All-Stars.
Dog and everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, Junkyard Dog. Yeah, that
Yes.
was like my favorite part
Sergeant
of that fucking cartoon.
Slaughter,
And
Iron
fucking
Sheik.
Iron Sheik
Yeah.
was the main villain.
Iron
That shit
Sheik
was
is
great,
still
man.
on Twitter talking shit
Oh,
about
I love it.
everybody.
He's the best.
He's like,
He's
"Hey,
the
Jabroni, go
alive?
fuck
He's
yourself
the
all
best.
the
That's why He
time."
calls people jabronis
Yeah,
all the time.
he always everyone. He's like, "Hey, good morning, go fuck yourself."
Yes.
I would have thought that motherfucker was dead. to be
Hell
honest.
no, man.
Oh, no.
He lived a
He still
hard
goes to
life.
conventions
Oh,
and everything.
No,
man, that's it.
well, that's the thing, is that era of WWF, like, a lot of them did have a rough life because it didn't make that money, right?
Right,
Like,
right.
You didn't see, like, Hulk Hogan having even the status that he has. He never got to, like, look at The Rock right now. Like,
Well, yeah.
The Rock has TV and movies and, like, the biggest action
Yeah.
star making the most money of any actor, because action films make more money than anything else. Right, except you know what I mean, which is Marvel, which is it's all action movies. But you never saw anyone from that era raise to that fucking stardom where they shot past wrestling. They still, even now, Hulk Hogan is a wrestler.
Well,
that's what you know him for.
The things that he had to do, he had to go to Suburban Commando, that movie, and then he had to wait.
Nanny.
And then after that, he had to wait again until his daughter became a pop star to get a paycheck. You know,
Well,
That's
he did the
VH1.
nanny.
the nanny. Yeah,
Yeah, and then he did Tropic. Was it not Tropic Thunder? Something Thunder. It was a TV show. Like
I
it
know
was,
is
it was
he
right
had
after Baywatch.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he had
I-
his own show too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, the VH1 stuff.
Oh yeah. I did forget about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Oh,
you know,
good times.
he did kind of like pave the way for these guys to get out there into Hollywood. So you know,
Yeah. Absolutely.
The biggest thing is when wrestling is crossing over. That's when it's at its highest, and that's when it's pretty awesome. That's when I was in high school when the Attitude Era was going on. So you had people wearing the plastic belts and just challenging each other in the middle of the fucking hallway.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's just shooting the shit. And it's fucking fun, but at the same time, like crotching your teacher, you're like, hey, fuck it. You know, you can't really do that. You know,
Yeah, that was definitely a thing though.
E, what you been doing?
Yeah, dude.
Besides restructuring this studio here.
Yeah, that's what I literally, like, what I spent yesterday doing was I just the way that we sat in here, and when we first put this together, it was just okay. We just need a table, and then when we started having guests in here, it just became more and more cramped. So I just decided to kind of pull. I got this big 5-foot wide desk. I was like, all right, let's put all the shit on the desk and just kind of use. I can use a corner of the desk to do graphics and shit like that, and then use the rest for the show. So I mean I think it came out pretty good compared to what it was.
Looks awesome.
Thank you. So that's that, and you know how that is. And once I started the project, I shit you not, I was probably up till 2 because I'm still like amped up from like doing shit, right? Like
Yeah, I
like
know.
a project.
We were talking at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. That is true. It was
and
that.
then he's like big ZD, and then I'm like, well, when I came here, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, and just that, and then we had the official launch of the James Bond pinball at work, and just have, it's just that time of year. I was
Was
talking
there
about.
an event?
There was a
Yeah.
there was
a launch event.
there was a couple of
Yeah.
launch parties. Usually when we release a new game, we'll do a couple of different launch. I didn't go this time. I did end up going.
It's in Logan, right?
Usually
Yeah.
though there's something. So Logan and us have a very good relationship. There is a game designer. His name is George Gomez. He's very famous in the pinball industry. He's been around forever and ever and ever. And like there's videos of him. He did a game called I think NBA Fast Break back in the day, which it was legitimately like a pinball basketball game where like depending on how certain things moved, like you had to make a shot. So it wasn't a traditional like 3 balls and you're out type of system. It was some crazy stuff. But so he's well known in that stuff, and he's in there. The event that we went to a couple months ago or a month and a half ago, and like these guys are drooling over him, and I'm like, that's just George from work. Like it's cool. You're cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's interesting to kind of weave in and out of those little pockets of people who would like worship pinball designers.
Because I would have loved to dress up in a tuxedo to go to this event.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they have a red carpet? And
Oh yeah. It's a red carpet made out of a hardwood floor that's never been washed.
Gotcha.
And all the IPA you can drink.
That's perfect. Yeah.
That's like
Have you guys been to Logan?
yeah.
Dude, I go all the
The-
fucking time.
The
Yeah.
the pinball place? Yeah. You've been
Yeah. I used to live right by
I've-
there.
Yeah, I passed by it. I've never gone in there. I was
You
thinking
got to go in there. The
Oh.
something
you,
else.
you,
Yeah.
And you got to watch the animatronics.
It's like the fucked up Chuck E. Cheese type of
Yes.
shit. Like in Halloween, it's
Yeah,
like the
it was-
Misfits type of shit. It's so
At,
good,
well,
dude.
at Halloween, it was the Misfits,
Yeah.
but the band name was the Biscuits.
The Biscuits.
It was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty badass, and it's in sync. Like it all works.
I love that joint too. Like their drinks are good, they're reasonably priced,
Yeah.
and then they always have a great pinball selection and a great arcade
Yeah.
selection too. They got good shit.
It's just a lot, and it's a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
there's like just a ton because I'm pretty sure. I mean, it was what Logan Hardware, or whatever. It used to be an
Yes.
old hardware store, so I went far back right there. I mean, it's just a cool place. It's one of those places where like I'm kind of terrified to see what it would look like with the lights on. Right, because but I mean, overall, I mean, in the atmosphere when it's just like the blinking screens, right? You know, the LCDs, not the LCDs anymore, the CRT screens just staring at you, and that like the complete darkness of 1987. Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
You can easily film a horror movie in there.
Probably.
Oh yeah. You could film a horror movie that like goes in and out of the games.
Shh! Don't take the idea.
God damn it!
Patent pending.
copywriting this.
Yeah. This is the writers' room now.
Okay.
E, I just want to say one thing, man. Welcome back to the Facebook world.
Oh, and speaking of that, I think I'm the reason to blame
No, you're not.
because I purposely was just
Bullied
like,
him.
oh, he's bullying me. Boop.
That-
He's
doesn't shock
misusing
me.
his platform. Boop.
That's-
I don't feel accepted. Bloop.
oh man.
And
You know
then
what?
I'm like, okay, I got it 2 times. I got to get it one more. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Yeah,
Is it one
It's-
more and you're out? Or what,
I don't fucking know. If it's one more, there's gonna give me 2 weeks next time. I mean, it's just a lengthened sentence.
Did you jump on any other platform instead?
Yeah, I actually did join this
tried
weird.
Twitter.
Truth Social.
No,
Was it Hinge?
yes, it's true. It's all true. God damn it. No, I joined. I forgot the name of it already, but somebody, Dream Tech was the one because he kept getting hit for that shit too,
Yeah.
and he was like, I just want somewhere where I can promote what I'm doing. I don't care like the other little petty bullshit with the algorithms where they're flagging shit that shouldn't be flagged like that. And I joined it. I have no idea how to use it though, so I it's one of those things like it's gonna be one of those things where I watch one episode of a show and then never watch it ever again. So episode 1 was all right. I mean, but yeah, that's all I got. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is the 606 Holiday Party Show. Later on, we should have some more special guests from the All That podcast. Let's see how that works out. We got all that, plus, of course, we got Stirring the Pot and What You Looking At. But first, this is the Big Three with Big Z.
Story number 1.
You're jumping the gun, sir.
Oh, sorry.
I'm Big Z, and you fuckers are not.
There it is.
Now you can say it.
Story number 1.
That's right. There it is.
You got a bright career as a carny.
Was that a Macho Man, Randy Savage?
Oh, yeah.
Story number 1. Let's go. Let's do it.
A man was sentenced to a 13-year prison sentence, but cops forgot to take him to jail. Sounds like something at Cook County, sir.
No, they remember. They're just like,
They
nah.
remember.
They remember.
But when they pull up, they just open the back door and it's like, get out of here.
Oh, my God. A
We'll
convicted.
catch you later.
Yeah, catch you later.
Catch you later.
Oh man, if you're gonna be hit with a prison sentence, this is the way to do it, right? Never be taken in there. This is a case of Cornelius Anderson. Okay. Yeah, great word there. Great word.
Cool
Great
name.
Yeah, Cornelius was definitely an anomaly. Through and began this in Missouri. Man was convicted of and sentenced 13 years in prison 1999 for armed robbery of a Burger King manager while he was making a bank deposit.
Sick.
So he
He robbed a
Love to hear
a Burger King manager while he was making a deposit.
Have it your way.
I used to make love in a Burger King bathroom.
Oh, boy.
I don't want to open that.
That's a
Pandora's
throwback
box.
right there.
So he posted bail and appealed the sentence.
He gets it.
No, I get
He
it.
gets
oh
it.
my God.
Yeah, Sean gets it.
And while waiting to be taken to prison, his appeals got denied. But as time went on, no one came to pick him up.
That is absurd. That's absurd.
That's amazing.
I mean, I'm so
Talk about
happy.
falling through the cracks.
I'm so happy for Cornelius, but I'm just saying that is fucking insane. That's insane.
Oh my God. So he didn't get picked up, right? So he joins a church, started a small business, got married, became a father of 4, had a became a youth football coach, and lived a regular life.
Jesus.
That's good for him. Turning
So
it around.
here's the question though. Youth football coach, they fucking background check
Yes,
everybody.
they
So
do.
what's your real name, Cornelius?
They're like, this says you're in jail.
Yeah.
No.
That's not me.
No.
Yeah, pull the Shaggy.
That's
I mean,
kind
I'm
of,
supposed to
twin
be,
brother.
but
it wasn't
Oh
me.
my God. So eventually, the Missouri Department of Corrections discovered the clerical error that meant Anderson had never gone to prison.
They're like, hey, wait a minute.
I hope this ends with him not going to jail because of the government fucking up, because that's insane.
I guess you can you appeal that? Like, hey, you guys
can be.
fucked up. Like, but at the same time, you didn't serve your sentence.
Technically, if he was already supposedly in there,
But
I mean, he spent those 13 years living his regular life.
living a good life. He was
So-
did community shit and raised a family
Exactly.
and was a pillar, not a pillar necessarily, but was a good person. It sounds like.
He showed that he was rehabilitated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he turned it around.
Scared
Good
straight.
for him.
Unfortunately, Anderson was taken to prison. And after 9 months of his request for release, it was granted by Judge Terry Lynn Brown, saying his life over the past 13 years led him to believe that he had been a changed man. So
Thank
there is
you.
a happy
Thank
ending.
you.
I mean,
Rehabilitated.
Cornelius, God
9
bless
months,
you.
he had probably made some great toilet wine.
Wow.
So he learned one thing in prison.
In 9 months?
yeah.
In 9 months. That's how long it takes? Is that like a course you can take on the internet? 9 months of toilet prison wine.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know the Wi-Fi was that good in the cell.
DOC.org or .gov. You can go there and get those
Oh
courses.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Like on Linda, or is that what that shit is?
I have no idea.
LinkedIn.
I feel bad. I feel like I'm off my game because I'm actually pretty sober.
Drink up, motherfucker.
I have. I've been drinking all day.
Uh,
I need hard liquor. Let's pour some shots.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
whole damn liquor
Yeah,
cabinet right
we
there.
got a bunch of I mean, I don't think I have one full bottle of anything, but I've had like 73,
Everybody can choose one
73 1/3 bottles of things.
oh yeah.
All right, Russian roulette me. Throw me whatever.
There you go.
No, just
That
kidding.
is dangerous.
Yeah.
That is dangerous. You
Yeah,
need to
for
get out.
him.
Yeah,
Not for me.
us.
Shit,
No.
I live here. Shit, maybe it is dangerous for me. But like, look, this is not your dad's house. You gotta go home.
Story number 2. A kid hasn't received Christmas presents from a family member for 2 years to repay the fortnight bill on his grandma's card.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a common thing for little kids to do. You
How
know,
how little is this kid?
14.
26.
oh,
8 or 10. I don't know. So
10,
common
10,
thing.
I'm thinking
Now,
around.
now,
Common thing. You're saying running up a Fortnite bill for playing online games. That's a common thing.
now, E, how mad would you be if this happened to you? Because you have 2 kids.
First of all,
he would have one kid.
yeah. So funny enough that you actually mentioned that, because a couple days ago my eldest came and she goes, "Hey, do you have Fortnite on the Xbox?" And I'm like, "No, I do not." And she's like, "Can I play it?" And I said, "I don't give a fuck. It's free." And then I found this story 2 days later, and I was like, rethinking my decisions.
Well, because you have your credit card probably still on there, right?
Probably. Yeah, probably because I have the Game Pass where I get the free games every month. Yeah. So it's probably in there.
Yeah. So the kid's 10. The kid was 10 at that point.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Okay, I was close. I said
Super
14.
shithead age for a kid.
You said 14. That's nothing close to 10.
That's almost an
It's
adult.
4 years.
That's almost an adult.
Yeah, 14 and 10 is a whole different world. 10 is 5th grader. 14 is 8th grader.
That's 25%
Okay,
of their life.
that's a
difference.
that's like a whole
That's
that's a
fifth
whole
grade, freshman
puberty
year.
right there.
Yeah.
Big difference.
He racked up about $300 worth of Fortnite.
Oh, that's not bad.
Damn.
Fuck you! If I don't have $300 to be spending on Fortnite,
No, get those skins,
Well, his
man.
grandma does. It's
So-
called.
grandma got almost Social Security.
Yeah, she's got that check on the 1st and the 15th going to Fortnite.
So when I was a kid, right before Christmas, my dad had gotten me a watch, and I didn't realize. I mean, I didn't know it was a gift for me, but I went in his top drawer of his dresser and I took like $20, and he found out about it, and he busted out that watch at Christmas. He goes, "Here's your gift. You can get it next year."
Oh.
And that happened. That's a real thing that happened. to
Did you
me.
get the watch next year?
Yeah, I
Do you
did.
still have it?
No, I don't even remember. I just remember that happening.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't. I don't remember the watch at all.
Fake news. That's wild, dude. That's brutal. Your dad's brutal, man.
Yeah, old school guy, dude. Like I remember my dad. Let me tell you what my dad did once. When we came home, because we were latchkey kids, right? Like you just come home.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You got your fucking you got your house key on your shoestring around your neck, and shit from like 2nd grade. I used to walk back and forth to school in the snow up to my knees both ways, no problem, right?
Okay.
So
That's when kids were not getting kidnapped.
no, they were.
No, that was the
They
height
were.
of it.
It's just they weren't being
That
kidnapped
was
on the internet.
height of it in the
Yes.
80s. Yes.
Yes. And that's why there's no more latchkey kids, because they're all gone.
They're all gone.
They're all gone. But so my dad would come home from work at like 6 o'clock, and you know what he would do? He'd feel the back of the TV. Because if it's warm, that means you've been watching TV all this time. So he came home, and he was like, "Do your homework," and they come home. Of course, the TV's on. So what did he do? He cut the cord on the TV, and he installed a key that closes the circuit when you turn the key, so that the plug works.
That's extreme.
That's smart.
Okay.
That's engineering right there. It's like, how do I solve the problem I'm having? This is how you solve the problem.
And that's why you're an engineer.
Somewhat, yeah. But what it is, it's
He had to figure out the circuit. He had to figure out how to circuit.
But you know what I mean? Like again, when I
What
was
if you just cut the cord right before that and just connected the cord together by yourself as a kid? Because that's what I would have done.
Right, but I'm like 8 or 9. Like I'm not thinking
My
that.
dad's got all the tools here. I know how to do it.
Yeah, I was notorious for
No,
sneaking around and
first of
doing
all,
shit like
I mean,
that.
realistically, all you would have to do is cut the box off and then strip the wires and then wire
That's what I
nut.
meant.
Right, but I'm 8.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, I'm not
I
doing
was
wire
doing
nuts
that
at
at
8. No.
You're almost a man by
was-
then, guys.
I was doing tune-ups at 8.
No, I'll tell you a quick story that I did because I
was
was always
eating tuna
a
at 8.
mysterious kid. So my parents bought me an Xbox, right? So it was a newer version, and the way I knew I got an Xbox, it was in the box.
Christ.
So what I did was my mom had a great way of wrapping gifts. So what I had to do one day was actually cut off the tape, like surgically pull out the box, make sure I didn't rip the wrapping paper, take out the new one, put in the old one in there. The only way, it's been so many years that my mom didn't know about it. She just found out last year. But my dad noticed because when I was living at home and I was, 15, almost a man. Almost a man.
Maybe
You got a
next year,
couple
son.
pubes.
Maybe next year.
He was just like, hey, that's new. That's not the old one. And yeah, he never told my mom, but he didn't take it away from me either. So only child problem.
We just talked about this on Know It on the Weekend. We just talked about this very recently, actually. Yeah.
So you know what's weird too is I do have
Xbox at 8 years old.
Yeah, I do have siblings, but we're 5 years apart, so it's a lot. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
same.
we were in high school at different times.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
so there's it's just like my 2 daughters are 9 years apart. It's like having 2 only children because they grew up completely different.
Okay.
My younger one's going to grow up her whole life in this house. My younger one moved here, moved there until we moved here, right? And then her experience at school is going to be different. There's a lot of different, you know what I mean? So even though they are siblings, they have all that space between them. So my experience of growing up, even though my brother's 5 years younger, is completely different than his.
Sure.
But even they still get along, right?
Different parenting.
Yeah, 100%.
Completely different parenting.
Yeah, and then another one 5 years later.
Oh, that's
who
a
just
that's a grandchild at that point.
Yeah, that's
At this
just
point,
like just do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. You know what I mean? That's
your,
what it is.
Your brother's watching you.
What, I'm not now.
Dude, the brother's watching.
Oh yeah, I was
Your
like,
brother's gonna watch you.
Yeah, he has video cameras.
I'm like looking behind me, like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? That's
That
freaking me
M&M
out.
is
brother
a
You're
big
freaking
cam.
me out, man. Jesus Christ. The
All
fuck
right.
did you put in my bowl?
Story number 3. Now I got a question for all of you guys. Spit or swallow?
I'm tapping. I'm tapping it out.
Nah, you know what? Fuck this. Swallow.
Steven?
I'm gonna go spit.
So here's the thing.
I've done both, and I don't know.
About 10 years ago, I saw a bumper sticker, and it says, "Mean people suck." And then it said, "Nice people swallow." So, I mean, you might as well be a nice guy, I guess.
Well, a 2-year-old boy is rescued after being swallowed by a hippo in Uganda.
So I have to spit on a hippo or a kid? I don't know.
What is happening?
What is going on? A hippo attacked a 2-year-old boy in Uganda, swallowing half of his body before spitting him out.
Ooh, this one is bitter.
I didn't do that. The child was attacked on December 4th around 3 p.m. local time in the southwest country. According to the statement, the boy named by Ugandan police as Iga Baul.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that. Had been playing at his home in Lake and
Oh, no. No.
Wait.
What are you talking about?
Two things. How do you spell his last name? Is it Baul?
B-O-L.
No, Paul.
Oh, I thought you said Baul.
Paul.
Okay, all right. And
That's
what's
a
the name of
Paul.
the lake? Go with the name of the lake.
The name of the home, it says
Spell it out.
RWENJUBU. Cell Lake KATWE.
You're not even making an
that.
effort.
Hold on.
You're not even making an effort.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
No. No. Fuck no. So yeah, looking.
Here's the sentence. I can't say that shit.
Yeah, there it is. The boy was taken to a nearby clinic for injuries on one hand and later transferred to the hospital. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to know. So he was actually fully swallowed.
Halfway.
Okay, because I was gonna say if he was in there, they got to really kill that hippo.
Ain't no such thing as halfway shook. All right, continue.
They literally got to go in there, rip it apart, and then they could feed the whole town.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do that because it is living on a sanctuary. So although the hippo was scared back into the lake,
Protected.
They're wild animals. They're very dangerous, but it's a sanctuary, so you cannot kill a hippo.
I guess he wasn't a hungry hippo.
Yes,
That is dad's
Yes!
joke number 45 of the day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what. My favorite part of that was the dead silence. I love
I know it would
love
be.
that reaction.
I knew it was going to be that shit.
Well, I
Just
guess
like,
that hippo
"I've
wasn't
done
that
it."
hungry.
All right, guys, that's enough. I'm Big Z, and that's news to me. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Fucking guys.
Hey, true Chicago sports fans, show off your Chicago pride with some fresh clothes from Grit Clothing Company. At Grit Clothing, they create that simple yet classic style that represents that Chicago Southside lifestyle. From t-shirts to hoodies, hats to glassware, they've got you covered. Grit has everything you need to represent your Chicago pride. So do it right now. Check out gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15.
TrueFan15.
For 15% off your entire order. Let me say it again. That's gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off of your entire order.
Hey, what's up? This is Lex Cruz from Jungle AE Recording Studios and Illinois Media School, and you are now listening to True Chicago Sports Fans Podcast.
Welcome back to the TCSF podcast with E-Rock and Big Z.
Ho, ho, hoes.
Oh, yeah. This is The Loop, our Chicago Sports Roundup where we keep you in the loop.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
In this segment, we talk about all the Chicago sports. And before we continue, I just want to do this real quick.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike One, who is on that song right there. His birthday is this month, so I just want to shout him out. And we still thinking about you, brother.
That's
Happy
all.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Love you, Mike.
All right, boys. It is the loop, and we're gonna start off since we got Mike Logic in the house. Woo! We're gonna start off with the disappointing Bulls. I want to rile them up.
We're having a good day. Why do we want to do this?
Let me give a shout out right here
Yes, sir.
to the crew right here. Mike Logic, Joey Childs, brand new joint just came out. Chips.
What's the word?
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, we got Joey Childs in the building.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we only got 4 mics, but so we're doing a little double dip, a little sharing here. But I just want to shout y'all out. Thank you for coming through. We had no order on the weekend on the first part. We still got Steven here with us, so we're rolling. This is a true
This is cool.
606 show.
This is dope.
606, yeah.
We should do this more often. It should be at least once or twice a month. You know?
Yeah, I mean, look, hey, we can keep doing it. Yeah,
We can host it at his, right? It'll be ours and his.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then yours. Look at that.
Yep.
This is awesome.
Ours, mine, and yours. Together.
Hey, you got that
We're
Jordan.
gonna
You got that
find
Jordan
our
rules
way.
book over there in the corner. I
That's cool.
dig that.
It finally came
Yeah,
back.
it's really cool. Do you know what it's
It
about?
looks like it belongs there.
Do you know what it's about? You should read it sometime.
No, his library card got revoked.
That shit is overdue. Hey, now, look, I know we only took 2.5 years to get that book back. Maybe one day I'll see my hat again.
Wow.
I don't know the story about that.
So the story about that is that my friend,
Go ahead, tell
my
him.
friend
Yeah, in the chamber.
my friend, first name Michael, last name Logic, and his crew Shy Native had a music festival. What was the name of that fest, Mike?
Music in the Woods.
Music Festival.
Yeah, so right before Mike's getting ready to go on, he had some silly ass hat that didn't make no damn sense.
I have no fashion sense.
No, and I don't. It was like he was wearing all black and had like a blue or
Like
some
he's
other.
wearing
I was like,
now.
what
Like
the
he's
fuck?
wearing
Yeah,
now.
because he's clearly a ninja. So I on my head at that time I had a black Chicago Cubs hat,
It looked
snapback
great. It looked
with a C
great.
and with Chicago star
Black.
in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Right? I love this hat, and I'm like, Mike, I can't let you go out there like that. You wearing all black with that weird ass blue hat. Take this hat. It's a snapback. You can change it. So when you rip off that whole belt in the back and shit with that big ass melon of yours, all I want is back. I asked several times. I just want it back. I was trying to look out for you, and you know.
I
And
don't
it was
feel
like,
comfortable wearing another man's hat because I know if it was hot
Hey.
out, you'd be sweaty.
That's like my brother.
and
That's like my brother.
right?
though,
That's exactly right. Because here's the thing: in the moment I'm looking out for you, you know what I mean. Hey, if I got $2 and you need $1, guess where you getting that dollar from?
Yeah, 100%.
That's what it is. And I'm
Where
gonna
is the
offer
hat?
you that $1.
So
Mike, where's that hat?
So my son, who's grown, he said, "Hey, I'm gonna wash that hat
He
for
did.
him."
100%.
And
he
then
did.
every time I ask him about it, he's like, "Yo, E-Rock's asking for his hat. Is it almost done?" He's like, "No, it's in the 4th step." I'm like, "What is this? This is AA."
It's been 4 months.
He's putting it through 12 steps like AA. Or
That shit's in rehab right now. That shit's out there
going through
apologizing
hat
for
rehab,
past
bro.
wrongs.
What is the name of this process? The Amy Winehouse process?
Oh,
I was just thinking that right now.
No. Wow.
I'm gonna see if you get that hat before Christmas. That'll be my
You got a
goal.
week.
New
You got exactly 1
That's
week.
a Christmas miracle if you get that hat.
Miracle on Willow Street.
Wow.
All right, Mike, man, look, I've been watching these Bulls. Despite my best efforts,
I've been falling asleep.
I've been watching these Bulls, and I watch them. We even had a discussion about them playing the Knicks back to back to back games,
Which I hate.
in Chicago.
Well, the NBA is cutting out on travel.
But I gotta
and
say, before, like, I thought that they were replaying it because I didn't know they were going back to back.
I had to
So-
check because I made the graphics for the All Net,
They did
and I
that
was
same
like,
thing
"Is
with
this
Toronto.
real?"
Yes.
You remember
Yes.
they did the same
shit.
thing with Toronto.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so they're cutting back on travel. And
All right,
then
so
putting
what
days
do you
in
want to
between.
talk about as far as this train wreck goes?
I mean,
well, let's talk about today's game. How about that? Let's move forward and not talk about the train week that has
All
been
right,
this past
they're
week.
playing the Timberwolves. Anthony,
14 and 15 versus 11 and 17.
So Timberwolves are without their star cat Carl
Yeah,
Anthony
that's why
Towns.
that's why the Bulls are the favorite right now.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he was out.
Oh no, they would not be a favorite.
Anthony
if Cam was
Edwards is still trying to figure out how to throw lobs to Rudy Gobert, but Anthony Edwards is a dog.
right.
Yeah.
That is true.
So I
That
don't.
is true, yeah.
I'm not sure why Vegas is favoring the Bulls here, to be honest.
Because they're a bunch of fools.
No,
I
Vegas
don't think
knows.
I don't think the good money's on the Bulls, people.
No, I bet against them.
Yeah, I would bet
Completely
against
bet
them
against
too.
them.
You have thoughts on that, Joey?
Nah, man, really. they trash it. Nah, they been playing like
They're trash. They let Jalen Brunson look like an all-star.
Yeah,
they did.
They do.
Like,
after coming from
all-
Dallas.
Is he not?
All
though?
NBA first team.
How much did New York pay him to come to New York?
Too much.
14 mil.
I mean, that sounds like all-star money to me.
Just because his dad's
You don't
on the
give a
team.
bad player that money. He's a good player. Give him enough credit and tell him he's a good player.
What did Portland give C.J. McCollum before they traded him? Like 3 years, $100 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
104.
I mean, So I mean, Tyler Hero got 4 years, $134 million or something around that. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but not necessarily an all-star. But these are the numbers that you have to play. You have to pay for really good players.
Numbers are being astronomically just shooting up, and there's no way you can keep up with the old way of doing business, right? You're going to be shooting people. You're going to be getting these crazy contracts up there now, especially if you seen what baseball's doing.
Yeah, baseball's ridiculous.
And NBA's following right along with that bullshit. These role players are getting big old contracts and big money for big years for no damn reason, with nothing proven. It's just, oh, you're available, you're a good name, all right, then cool. I'm going to give you $150 million. There's no reason for that.
Absolutely not. But I'm also not going to hate on another man for getting paid.
No.
So-
But that kills the sport. I feel like it kills the sport because at that point, oh, I feel sore. I don't feel like playing today. Well, fuck you. You're a professional. You know what? The guys at the YMCA, they're sore too because they fucking just
Man,
pull
no
a
one
40,
gives a shit
60
about the
hours.
guys at the YMCA. We're talking about professional fucking athletes, Z.
Right, but how do you coach that though? As like a,
Right.
you're talking about a superstar with millions
You're
of dollars.
talking about grown-ass basketball players.
But I'm
with,
up, though.
with pride. Like,
but I'm up.
pride.
And this is the type of league where coaches can get fired. Just
Because the players don't want them there.
Yo, I don't want you here no more, yo.
KD's
It's been
an
happening
example.
all over,
Oh, yeah.
all over sports.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, KD.
It's been really evident in the NFL not to switch topics.
You know,
That's
Like
why I brought it up.
coaches
Yeah.
getting released too quickly. But
Brady.
I'm saying like
oh yeah, Brady did that shit too.
if you
Yeah.
grow up and you're one of the best around in your area, like you're gonna have a sense of pride to always come out there. That's how I feel like you should play the game. Prideful.
you should be a
Sign to the
pro-
White Sox.
I'm looking to put on.
Wow. Already with the shots, bro. And you have to be a professional,
It's been
right?
rough for you
At the-
guys.
like, you look at, I mean, I know we're
Real
talking about
rough.
old people, right? We're talking about Kobe. We're talking about Jordan, right? They showed out every game because they knew that
They
the
didn't want to
fan-
come out of the game.
Well, also because they knew that the hard-earned workers that are paying a lot of money,
Exactly.
they're bringing their kids there to see them for the first time, and then you don't show up?
True.
How disrespectful is that?
Kawhi Leonard. Good example.
LeBron
Oh,
James,
yeah, yeah.
Shaq, everybody's done that.
Oh,
Luka did that this weekend.
I'm sitting on the mic. No, hold on a second though. I get that, but at the end of the day, that's still my job, right?
Right.
My job is to win games. A consequence of
You can't win
winning
games if you ain't on the court.
A consequence of that is that people watch me play the game. Sometimes I need a break. You take days off of work, don't you?
Hey, no, tell that to the NFL players and the hockey players that don't take breaks.
Does DeMar DeRozan take games off?
Yeah.
Nope.
DeMar DeRozan don't
Nope.
take games off.
Nope.
And this is what you
he
do.
got Kobe mentality. He's got Mamba mentality.
That's your profession. Like, yo, I grew up doing this.
Your job is to
you're
work
at
out and take
as
care of your
a
body.
professional athlete, at this point, you already know how to rehab, get yourself into shape where you need to be. Yo, we got a game on Tuesday. All right, cool.
If
I
I'm
can't
sick
do
at
this.
work-
I got to do this.
If I'm
Right.
sick at work, I'm not showing up because I can make other people sick,
Yeah.
right? By the same token, if I'm sick and I'm going to hurt the performance of the team overall, why am I going out there?
Hold on. I thought if you work out
Flu
while
game.
you have
I can't agree with that. Sports is different.
yeah, but when you're sick and you work out, you sweat it out of your body. So
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
Especially
he
if you
brought
get
up
the win.
LeBron though. As far as LeBron sitting,
Yes.
I'm gonna defend this really quick.
Why?
Do you remember LeBron sitting out games before he had that groin injury? No, he wanted to play.
I ain't worried about LeBron's groin.
At all.
As simple as that. As simple as that.
Mike could not help himself. But we won't even talk about nothing about LeBron or the Lakers. Where Mike first. Well,
I
my
brought up
third
LeBron
thought
taking games
ever.
out because when he was in Cleveland, he would never play in Chicago. He would never play in Chicago.
Brian
saying
took
he's
time
scared?
off for his podcast.
Stacey, hey, tell Stacey to get him a dog because he's scared. As simple as that. Your job as a professional athlete is to take care of your body Monday through Friday, right? For football. On Saturday, you rest. Sunday, you play. That is the fun thing. Basketball, I know there's multiple games, but it is your job to make sure your body's in shape before you get into the season. You have professionals that help you with your diet, with your exercise, with your fucking minutes. They take care of everything. Your job is just to be on the court, be ready. Availability is your job.
That is
But
it.
all right, but
That is
I don't think that's a problem plaguing the Bulls right now. So let's talk about what the hell's going on.
No,
with
they
the
just
Bulls.
can't fucking shoot.
No,
That
they
is
can't.
it.
They have no
Also,
shooters.
No, there's no outside
They let
shooting.
a team that can't shoot for shit shoot 17. Well, they played back to
Yo,
back.
listen. Anytime you passing the ball to the big man, expecting him to hit shit, I don't want to hear that. All right, fuck that.
Vooch
We need
should not be
shooters.
shooting.
We need.
He could shoot. But
I get
Vooch
it.
is one of our
I
best
get
three-point
that.
shooters.
But they are like looking for the Vooch 3. Like, dog,
No.
we need a shooter.
No,
He
you're
needs to
7
be-
foot.
he
Get
needs
by
to
the
play
rim.
the paint.
Go next,
Right.
stand next to the rim, bro.
Play your position. Because what
You
the
know
fuck
who-
are you doing out
You know who the
wide,
best
bro?
3-point shooter on the team right now is? Patrick Williams.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's been
Pat,
hot. He's
Pat
been
will.
hot.
But that's also a problem too because we have Kobe White, who's supposed to be a microwave coming off that bench.
He's been better. He's been better this season.
All right, but let's get back to what happened between the Knicks. The 17 threes that they allowed the Knicks to score on.
That's coaching.
15 offensive rebounds for the Knicks to 2 offensive
That's
rebounds for the
coaching.
Bulls.
That is all coaching.
That's not just all coaching. That's
Yeah,
hard.
I disagree with that.
You gotta.
Thank you,
That's
Steve.
that's
Yeah.
coaching.
You gotta play
That's
ball,
coaching. Hey,
The coach ain't on the floor.
this
Exactly.
Right.
box out, motherfucker,
Put
or
somebody-
How
sit
long
the
put
you
a
fuck
been
hand in
playing
somebody's
fucking
face.
basketball for?
That's
You
what
need
I'm
to be
saying.
told these things when
Yes,
you're 22,
because they're
23.
fucking children.
They're not.
children.
They're
Some-
grown ass.
okay,
adults.
No, you know what?
like-
Actually, I agree with that because you know what? These guys are
Shit
paid.
we've learned
They are
since
paid
6,
so much
7
money. They don't give a fuck about basketball.
They don't.
Hey,
They're
care
doing
about their
other shit. They're
profile.
hanging out with the fucking Kardashians and
They
shit.
care about
like they
profile.
don't care. They don't
Hustle and
care
muscle.
about.
That's what Stacey King always. That's what we always talk about, right? I tell it to my softball players. I was like, I don't care if you fail, but you try. And then I gave him that line and like, Dad, you're corny. That's what happened. But it's true. It's true.
But we've had enough of those teams, of those try-hard Bulls. We've had enough of those teams. And we love those teams because they try
Right.
hard,
Luol
but they don't have the
Deng,
talent.
Joakim
But now
Noah.
we got talent, and they can't execute.
They're not finding ways to close out games.
No.
Because how many of these games have they lost by less than 5 points?
And you got 2 closers on the team.
There's no way
well,
Adrian
the-
Griffin should have had that
Adrian
final.
Griffin.
Yeah,
Wow.
but who did they lose by a buzzer beater? It was Atlanta.
Yeah,
That's an example,
Yeah.
prime example that they couldn't close the game, and they waited till last minute
Adrian
to come
Griffin
back.
Jr. Right?
Yeah.
There's no
Little
way,
Hawk.
especially over Derrick Jones Jr., who's one of the most athletic players on the squad. No way should Griffin have been able to.
He missed that free throw.
He missed the free throw and then calls.
Mike
and
just
he-
dropped his
He
headphones.
missed the
How
free
pissed
throw.
he is.
And then he missed the free throw. He missed the free throw, and then he was the one that committed the foul that got the foul, the free throws and won the game. It was him all the way.
Arguably, your best player, DeMar, missed free throws too. So,
Jordan's missed free throws too, but at the same time,
That's not the point.
but
Yeah,
they
but, I mean,
to Eddie, to
apples
Eroc's
and
point,
oranges.
they should be making those free throws.
agreed.
Yeah,
agreed.
you're right.
They're free. You're
They're
a
free.
professional basketball
They
player.
are 100%.
I don't feel bad for you at all missing those free throws. I don't want to hear about pressure. And yeah, I know we're
When you make that
we're-
much
we're-
money, you should
we're
be
five
making
guys
every
sit-
fucking free
we're
throw.
5 guys sitting around a mic talking about players who
I
made
got
no-
I got
Yeah,
5 eighth graders that
yeah,
won't miss a free throw right now.
yeah.
We've all been in pressure situations, and we
But hold on,
We
Mike. You
understand.
played sports before, so
course.
I mean, you can
ask
talk
about
on
me,
it. You can
ask
speak
about me in those Chicago
All right, so you
leagues.
can speak on it. I mean, I like that argument. Yeah, you know, they're fucking superstar freak athletes that do all this crazy shit. You know, they can dunk. I'll never dunk a ball in my life.
They get paid to
unless
play
it's a kiddie
basketball.
rim.
I mean, all of us
however,
could lower it for each other. And then, there you go.
however, I mean, if you know the sport, if you played the sport, you can speak on it. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
how
you
I
can.
mean, I mean, like, dog, I still know the fundamentals.
Yeah, it's okay for us to be critical because we're fans. We're fans of the
Of
sport. We're
course,
fans
yeah.
of the team.
You know how you
we expect
you know how
Derrick
your players
Jones
supposed
Jr.
to be
to step
balling
up
right
to the
now.
line and knock down those free throws to win the game.
Hey, fuck it, bank them in.
Oh yeah,
whatever
word.
you gotta
we
do.
don't
Hit
need
the
to be the
box.
Splash Brothers.
Oh, yeah, go under
we
there.
don't
Go
need
Jerry
all
West
that
on that shit.
Yeah, nah, fuck all that.
But
Yeah,
also,
just
like-
make it go in.
Yeah.
The bigger
points matter.
The bigger problem is why does Derrick Jones Jr. have to hit a final basket,
Agreed.
free throw, to win a game? Like these are games that should not be as close or come down to the wire as they have been. And the
There's no
Bulls,
reason the Bulls should be
have
getting
way
40
too
points
much
a quarter.
talent.
Who's getting cooked?
Way too much talent.
Who's getting cooked?
Now I will
Alex
say
Caruso got cooked by Jalen Brunson. Alex Caruso is one of the best on the ball defenders in the
exactly.
league.
That's what I was exactly. So I'm okay with having Caruso being on the starting lineup, but for him to be like get
But-
torched,
But
yesterday-
He's not a starter.
But is
He's not
that
a starter.
Caruso?
I like
Is
him off
that
the bench.
because
Six
Brunson
man
is
off the
that
bench,
good?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said Brunson made that contract for a reason. Caruso made a free agent contract because he had to hustle and he showed he had heart with the Lakers, right?
on a team with mad superstars. Yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
So
you're
it was
talking about
perfect
heart,
fit.
hustle, and muscle. That's
Yeah.
what he brings every day. But he didn't get signed because he's like this magical ass player.
Of course not.
He
Nah,
got signed
absolutely
because
not.
that's the exact
You
reason,
can
because he got that
shine
hustle.
in a- yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Jalen Brunson got the bag because he is that player.
He's that dude.
That's what I'm
Dog.
saying.
Yeah.
So when
Jalen-
he's cooking Caruso, what do you think was going to
That's
happen?
supposed to
Jalen
happen.
Brunson should
Right.
not have 30 points a game.
Yeah, he should not. He's a role player.
He's a role player.
I'll
He's
tell you
going to
Right.
score 12 to 15.
I'll tell you what, his style of play is really hard to defend, though. That stop and go, just the way he's
That
able to
herky jerk.
stop on a dime, yeah, that's really hard to defend. And he really understands how to use his body to get himself open and also just have space between him and the defender.
How many points did A.J. Barrett have?
RJ?
He had
RJ.
22, I think. But let me just to speak to your point.
What the fuck?
Against the Pacers, 8 points, 10 minutes. Against the Bulls, 31 minutes, 22 points. 39 minutes, 30 points.
This is why he's not a starter. We're
Damn.
talking about AC here for those out there listening, right?
no, we're
talking
not talking about Brunson.
Brunson?
Brunson.
Going crazy.
Brunson.
But he's averaging damn near 20 points per game. Yes.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
RJ Barrett had 22, yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, there's
Is there,
no
a better,
reason.
is there anyone that can defend him better on the Pacers than the Bulls? I don't think so. I think
I don't
AC is
think
a great
so.
defender. He's just
AC was
he's got-
knocking the ball out of their heads
he's
a
got
lot.
AC's number for whatever reason. It didn't matter who they put on him. Like Brunson was cooking.
All right, so the Bulls have the Timberwolves today, the Heat on Tuesday when this comes out, the Hawks on Wednesday, and then the Knicks again on Friday on the 23rd.
E-Rock, how many of those games are the Bulls winning?
That would be 0, Alex.
I want to. say
I got
two.
one. I got one.
I gotta say 2.
I think they split that.
I would say
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Steve and Z. I'm gonna say 2.
I got one. I
because
got one
it's
tonight.
It's the revenge game against
I'ma-
the
I'ma-
Hawks
I'ma
and a
tell
revenge
you-
game against
I'ma
the
tell
Knicks.
you-
They're coming
Dog.
out for those two.
I'm gonna tell you why I
You
say
can't
0. Because we just talked about heart, hustle, muscle.
and
Until
defense.
you prove to me that you have the heart, I can't say you're gonna win.
Listen,
Also IQ. The Bulls basketball IQ
it's
lately.
horrible.
It's bad.
The passes they've been making, like they made Jalen Brunson look like a really good defender. He's
okay.
He's not.
Okay, and all the teams that we just named got dogs on them.
Yep.
What you think about the dude?
Jimmy
What you think
Hill-
about the dude in Chicago? Come on, think about that. You think two out of the 4 games you just named? No, bro, that's not happening. 1, and that's tonight.
See, that's the problem. Like,
Really? You think that one?
That's it.
I think the Hawks game.
This is the identity of the Bulls team right now.
Yeah, I think the Hawks game. Uh-huh.
that we don't know what kind of team we're gonna get on any given night.
You don't.
That's the identity.
I stopped betting on the Bulls because I used to make money betting on
Same.
Kobe White to hit 3 threes, DeRozan to have 25 and above.
Never bet on home teams.
Oh,
bro.
no. I was making hand over fist.
I'm gonna tell you the
season.
problem with the Bulls right now is that instead of playing as a team, they're playing as 15 individuals. Okay, the only time you ever see any type of cohesiveness is where Goran Dragic's out there and he's thrown it to what's his face, Andre Drummond. Them two play well together. But I mean,
gotten better.
Drummond's good, but he's clumsy.
They're role players.
And Dragic is old, so you see that he's
of
one.
course, yeah.
But I mean, you see the way he moves and the way him and Drummond work together. They work great together. But again, even then, you got 2 guys that play together, and then you got 13 other guys that don't play together. And I'm not including Tony Bradley because he's trash.
The issue.
Tony Bradley. Oh wow.
The issue
He's still
is
on the team?
Yeah, he is.
Oh my God.
So I think there's an issue here because DeMar is such a
Important
great
position.
DeMar is such a great one-on-one player. Like he's able to get his shots, but it also makes their offense stagnant. Keeps people from moving around, moving without the ball. Zach LaVine kind of falls into that situation, but he's a really good catch and shoot player.
He is a catch and shoot player when he's hot.
Yeah, every time he shoots threes lately, it's hit or miss.
He's also there's no reason he's shooting from 35
Goes
fucking
back
feet.
to the
He's
Bulls'
not Steph.
identity. We don't know what we're
You
gonna
ain't that
get.
dude.
You're not one of them.
You ain't
Every
that
shot
dude.
is hit or miss.
Not one of them.
Hit or miss?
Every
It's
shot
only
is hit or
like
miss.
two- it's only like 2 dudes in the league doing
Levine
that.
Yeah,
plays
right.
like he has no confidence. Levine plays like he's just gonna do it.
He can't
on his
play
pure
without
ability.
superstars.
That's what I'm saying. He's
No, he
just,
can't.
I'm gonna keep it real. I saw him in the All-Star game. He looked amazing. Like what was that? 2 years ago, something
there's
like
no
that.
pressure.
He
You
looked
have less
crazy.
pressure on you.
And now I look at Levine and I'm like, yo, he needs somebody to take the attention
That's
off
the
of him.
problem. Like, look,
Because he can't play.
DeRozan is really like on a really good team is number 3. You don't have to rely on him. You can just like let him come up and pick up.
He can take over
But
some
no.
days.
Buckets
No,
means-
I'm talking about like guard and like a power forward and then
Put him
Debo.
on the Lakers. If you put him on the Lakers, he's number 3.
So wait, are we really entertaining?
Wow. You know this is a Chicago
Are we
podcast, right?
What are we talking about right now?
I'm not
Are we
talking-
entertaining that? Because that was like rumors that
Yeah.
they were talking about trading.
They wanted Vooch.
I don't
They wanted
I don't
to-
want Russ. I don't want Russ on the Bulls.
Well, all right.
That
Well,
doesn't-
let's,
that's
No.
terrible.
Let's
Hell
talk
no.
about it then, fellas.
All right, let's do it.
Are you guys ready to blow up the squad?
Yes.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I
And
am.
the Lakers seem very interested in either DeMar, Vooch, or Zach LaVine.
And
They
I
wanted-
say let them have him because the Lakers ain't shit. The Lakers ain't fucking shit. No,
They are not-
they are not
He's
shit.
not wrong, and Anthony Davis is once again
And
injured,
injured, yeah, again.
which is sad because he was playing great.
So there's the
Yeah,
thing.
He was. He had
Because
like a
LeBron
two
ain't
straight.
finna take that team nowhere by himself.
No.
LeBron ain't from 2-3 years ago. That ain't the same LeBron.
No,
But
he's-
if you send DeMar
He's
to the
Dwayne
Lakers,
Wade on the Heat.
if you send DeMar to the
And I
Lakers,
mean-
you're not giving the Lakers what they need. The Lakers should not do that because they need outside shooting. You get DeMar, you get somebody else who's really good in the mid range. Still don't have that outside
Clogging
threat.
up the lane for no reason.
So if I'm the Lakers, I'm asking the Bulls for Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine would make
Yeah,
a
but
great.
that's a huge contract that they can't.
But Zach
take.
LaVine isn't driving to the hole as much as he used
They
to.
just need him to shoot three. They don't have anybody on
which
that
is
squad that can shoot the three.
inconsistent. He's inconsistent for
Yeah,
the three.
he has to drive it in.
Let's see what happens when LeBron is throwing him the ball or Lonzo Ball is throwing Zach LaVine the ball.
Lonzo
It's
Ball.
I don't think it makes a difference.
Speak
I
about
don't think it makes a difference
Lonzo
because
Ball.
that
Thank you
the
for bringing
team
that
that
up.
team
Yes,
is not
Thank you for
playing as
bringing
well
that
as they
up.
used to
There
play.
you go.
Can we talk about the worst contract? Because here's the thing, and I'll compare it. I'll compare it to a guy like Kevin White, who came in. He didn't have a ton of experience in college, drafted by the Bears to be their number one wide receiver, and was injured constantly. That motherfucker saw turf and he got hurt. Okay, like in a commercial, he got hurt. Right? Like, what the fuck? Like, he saw a Chunky Soup commercial back in the day.
Yo,
He's
it's
like,
crazy
"Hey,
that
that
you
guy in
remember
that
his
picture used to
name
play
even."
on turf." It's ridiculous. And he just had another chance with the Saints, and they let it go over his ass. But the difference is, you didn't pay him all this money to Lonzo Ball. Look, he is literally doing the same job as Tony Bradley, which is a seat warmer, and he's making like a million times more.
Tony Bradley got in the last game.
Tony Bradley can't get in
Because the Bulls are down 30 points, sir.
All right, so
That's why. I can get in at 30 points. Shit. I'm in, coach. Put me in.
Lonzo
Yo,
Ball's
2G,
contract is not
2G.
as bad as Russell Wilson's contract.
Russell Wilson can still play. Russell Wilson is an active player.
They might be better without Russell.
But
Yeah.
Russ is a one man team though.
So
So
is Justin Fields.
I don't know.
This guy. All right, so you see, you don't. I say split. He says split. You guys,
Yeah.
you say split. Fuck him. One game.
I got one game. I got one
Two games.
game.
So,
Two games.
so what we're saying is we don't have faith in our Bulls right now.
No, it's
It's
sad.
fucked up,
It's
but yeah.
depressing. I didn't want to come here and talk about the Bulls. I just wanted to have a drink with my guys.
Well, we wanted the Bulls
And you guys
expert.
dragged me in.
Yeah, I didn't know we were gonna be crying. I thought we were just chilling. Yeah.
So
All right,
the,
speak-
whole-
go
the
ahead,
full,
go ahead.
The full round circle is we're going to have our own, YMCA basketball team. We're going to do that now.
Yeah, the
I'll go
walking
The
wounded.
replacements.
I'll coach.
Hey, wait, you're not playing no more?
We're going to warm up at the Y.
Why can't you spot up for three?
Yeah, that's all I can do. But don't expect me to run back to play defense. Not happening. but I'll be right there when you need a three. Just
I'll
pass
throw
me
it
the ball.
all the way from the end zone. Oh, no,
That's
That's it.
and I'll chuck it to you.
I think we got a good shot.
There you go.
It sounds like we got a good shot.
Speaking of crying, the Chicago Blackhawks.
Oh, man.
Next.
All right, I'm out.
Nah, I just want to real quick point. The Chicago Blackhawks are putting obviously their trade stuff out there, right? So looks like the Boston Bruins are interested in Jonathan Taves as being one of the trade baits.
Here's the question. I'm going to ask every one of you in this room. Do you really care?
Kinda.
Yeah,
Fuck the Bruins.
right. Fuck Boston.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah. I like the Red Sox.
I mean, that's cool.
Me and Joey
I'm-
about to head to Boston area. We can't.
True, but I mean, listen. I have a little leeway. I used to live up there,
Yeah,
so they know how I give it up. Fuck them. All right,
I hate the Bruins. I fucking hate the
I mean,
Bruins.
and it's really not about the team. It's more about the fan base. I'm sorry.
Ooh, speak
it
on
is.
this. Speak on this.
It's just the way that all right, New England. I ain't gonna do it.
No, go on.
Do it.
All right, New England fans are weird. Okay, so I actually have had conversations with plenty of them, but I stopped doing it because I mean, you can't talk to a person that really only sees the playoffs. Like, for the longest time, the Patriots have only been in the playoffs.
Right, for 20 years.
For 20 years.
Right.
So, like, you can't talk football with a person that wins all the time.
Right.
Because they don't know football.
You don't know the struggle.
They don't really know football. All they know is, Tom Brady's the, he's the. So, I mean, I'm saying, like.
Because here's the thing, and you're right about that, because what happens is at some point, you change from the mentality of a sports fan and you move over to the mentality of a bandwagon fan.
This is what we do.
Where
We're winners.
That
is
win.
it. That is it.
And it's the same.
So
and
when you start talking to a Patriot fan,
thing.
they literally will start talking to you about playoffs immediately. And it's like, dog, it's week 2.
Bro, it's the same thing.
What are you talking about right now?
Yeah, there's no way your team make it to the playoffs.
Right.
Even now, when I watch the Bulls DVDs, which I have because I have a DVD.
My dad has all of them
Even
too.
when I watch them, when I'm alone in my room, when I watch them, I'm like, I can't believe Jordan missed.
Yo, that's not real shit.
I don't remember him missing a shot.
Ever. It was always
I didn't know he missed a shot until he came out and says, in life, you're going to have failures.
He said that?
Sure.
Listen, it never really applied to him. He was talking to the rest of us.
The rest of his team.
Yeah, sometimes you're going to fail. Not me, but you.
I have no thoughts on the Blackhawks, so I don't know why you're giving me this mic back.
Yeah, I mean it's going to
Do
be a
that
rebuild.
No.
And they're going to have to cut them because it's time to go.
It's time to turn a page. We've seen what they've been doing, right? They've been administration's been gone. A lot of the players have been traded, the Panarins and everybody else.
So my real thing is not about like Taves. I just essentially, do you really care about the Blackhawks? Like, are you entrenched enough in the Blackhawks? And I'm just saying this as a general term. That's what
I don't
I'm
watch
saying.
them enough to be like,
because
I don't do that.
Right.
Nah, of course not.
If you casually happen to come across a Blackhawks game and you put it on and it's the third period, it's not quarters. When you put it in, it's the third period and you're like, oh, look, they lost at the end. Are you like, damn?
Nah, I wouldn't be too tight.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, a little bit.
Who cares?
I mean, you're right. It's my team at the same time, but it's like,
but here's the thing.
I don't really even.
I just bought
the only reason it's quote unquote my team is because they play in my city.
No,
I don't care. I don't
win.
care what they do. Especially after all that shit came out about what happened in the
But
last
they
10
win
years.
though.
But that's already done with.
They win, so I do care.
It left a sour taste in my mouth, and now when I think about those great championships, it's kind of soured. That's what I'm saying.
But did you get to go to those games? Did you go to any of those
I
games?
can't afford that shit.
Okay. All right. So like,
Have you not seen my skin?
no. What I'm saying is like, just like Steven's saying, look, it still matters to me. I will be at a bar and the Blackhawks game may be on. I won't. I won't turn it at home. But if it's at the bar and I'm like, oh, ooh, look at that. The Blackhawks are only down 2-1.
Yeah,
hey, they're close.
Yeah,
they're playing Vegas,
Yeah.
and then Vegas comes back and spanks them. How much different is that from the Bears?
It's different because I mean, obviously, we football is probably the most.
No. I meant product. You look at the talent and product that's on the field
but that's my
and
point.
on the ice.
Well, I mean, it's hard. That's comparing apples to oranges because it's two different things. They skating and they doing some other shit. It's
No,
full
we're talking about the
contact.
talent. The talent that's on there.
We're not talking. I'm talking about in your heart. Are you like when the Bears lose? And this year is separate from me because I know.
Right.
I know what to expect in this year.
Yes.
Lose.
Right, exactly.
Keep losing.
Right, you know what I mean?
Keep losing. Get that tip
look good, but in the end, maybe lose, right?
Yeah, no, show me some sparks.
That's what they've been doing.
Show me sparks, but lose. I don't
Aside
care.
from the Dallas game, that's what they've come up. They've played very well against top-tier
Every
teams.
team. Every
they
team.
lost by 5 to
I don't believe
Philly.
in Dallas. I don't believe in
Right.
Dallas.
Well,
No, they just lost today.
Look, Dak Prescott don't believe in Dallas, so I mean like that.
I mean-
but my point is this: is that like, and you could just walk around the studio here. I have Bears everywhere, right? In Chicago, Bears. If you are a football fan, that shit runs through your blood and your soul and your heart, and it
That's
don't matter. It is number one. I don't
Yeah.
care if you're a Sox fan, a Cubs fan, a Bulls fan. It don't matter.
Yeah.
If you are a football fan in Chicago, Bears are number one. It
That's
runs
it.
through your blood. I have never watched the Blackhawks and says, "Ah, shucks, they lost."
Nah,
today."
I never. Nah. I'm not starting to riot over that.
Right, and I've watched Bears games where I cried at the end when they lost. You understand what I'm saying?
That was an hour
Do we
ago,
want to
sir.
talk about the Super Bowl?
It was just an hour
Do we
ago,
want to talk
sir.
about the Super Bowl? All right. Because for some reason,
It
in
was
the
like when I
last
actually believed them, I'm like
in
a
the
sucker.
last 2 months, everybody want to start bringing that Super Bowl up to me now, and I'm like, dog, stop doing that. Like, you're opening up scars that I don't. You know what I mean? I've healed.
That's weird.
I've healed since then. You know what I mean? I'm good now. Like, you don't got to bring that up no more.
What, the Super Bowl we lost?
Yes.
That
I'm not
Super
upset
Bowl-
about it.
That Super Bowl was the last time I jumped up in the air.
I'm over
Listen,
it.
let me tell you right now. Let me tell you, I'm
not
over
kidding.
it
I
too.
jumped
I'm finally
up in the
over it
air
now
like
because I'm
high.
gonna tell you. Listen,
During the Devin Hester.
to me,
Oh.
that game was over.
Yeah.
As soon as he
Yes.
ran that
Yes.
kick back,
Yes.
it was over.
Yes.
Yep.
It was fucking over. And then they got to pick the follow-on possession. I'm
Yep.
like, oh, defense balling too. They can't stop D. It's over. And then what happens?
It was over.
And then you remember
It-
that Peyton Manning was
Rex
on the other
Grossman.
side.
Not to mention, then he threw that crazy fucking strike going down.
Yes.
He was Mahomes before Mahomes. Holy shit.
Yeah.
He was, man, you couldn't stop that. Once he got in the rhythm, it was like, fuck, I don't want to talk about this.
But here's the thing.
This is breaking my heart.
You're literally remembering a specific memory from a game where you can remember exact plays. Have you
Yes.
ever
Yes.
thought that in your heart about the Blackhawks?
Yes.
Specific plays.
Nah, because I don't follow
Yes.
it enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
That's my
can.
point. Is
I
that
know
you-
specific plays. Nah, I'm
27
in here.
seconds, right?
You-
Yeah.
But see, no, but
That
but
broke your heart.
the Blackhawks have never
27
broken my heart on
seconds when
that
they were
national
down, they
stage,
had the
though.
tie.
And they won.
They won,
Afterwards,
so
they
they
won.
never
That's
broke
my
my
point.
heart.
That's my point.
So they didn't break my heart.
They've never. He's talking about a loss. You remember 27
Heartbreak.
seconds because it was a. Oh my God! I'm a sports fan. It was a championship in my city. When have you ever remember a crazy situation where in the end of the game the
following
Blackhawks
year.
lost a specific moment where you're like, oh my
They
God,
lost to
This
the
is what
Kings.
lost the
Right,
game.
how did that game end? How did that series end?
They lost 4-1 in the Kings.
How did it? What was the play that ended it?
It's fucking 4-1. There's no
Yeah,
one
that-
play.
yeah, they just skating around at
but
that
you
point.
understand what I'm saying? Okay,
Yeah,
so who
word.
scored the goals in that game?
What
Where
was
did
that?
they play the game?
They, in Los Angeles.
Okay, who scored the goals in that game? You understand
Taves
what I'm
and
saying?
Kane and fucking Bufflin.
Nah, he's hip. Nah, he's hip.
No,
He know.
that's
He's
not
hip.
true,
He's hip. He
because
knows.
Bufflin was released after the first championship.
shit.
I heard it live on air, and that's my point. Is that you
Right.
might like the Blackhawks,
Right, nah, it's a
but
home
you
team.
don't care about the Blackhawks.
You're a homer. We're homers.
Oh,
You
we're all
don't
homers.
You
Yeah.
don't love the Blackhawks the way you love the White Sox.
No.
That's my point.
No.
You can't.
And he can't say anything because he's actually wearing a Blackhawks.
That's
are.
true.
I
I,
did see
actually
that.
peeked up that. I peeked at that a few times as we were talking about the Black Sox. I'm like, damn, he's he's not really riding as much as he should be with that hat on.
No, I picked this up outside of a Bulls game on the parking lot.
Oh, your ears got cold?
Support my people out
I
there
mean, they
making
play
a
in the
living.
same spot, so I mean,
Yeah, there you
all
go.
the shit's right
It was
there.
$10. I was
And,
like,
and
run that.
it's a nice hat.
Thank
yeah,
you.
no, I need that.
That was a good segment.
Why you keep sketching?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a pause for the calls, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, true Chicago sports fans, show off your Chicago pride with some fresh clothes from Grit Clothing Company. At Grit Clothing, they create that simple yet classic style that represents that Chicago Southside lifestyle. From t-shirts to hoodies, hats to glassware, they've got you covered. Grit has everything you need to represent your Chicago pride, so do it right now. Check out gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15.
TrueFan15.
For 15% off your entire order. Let me say it again. That's gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off of your entire order.
Hey guys, it's Steven.
And this is Sean, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans.
Don't forget to listen to No War on the Weekend. New episodes on Monday. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, so we're going to go do a couple of shots. So let's kick it back over to Big Z and E-Rock.
No War on the Weekend.
Welcome back to the TCSF podcast with E-Rock and Big Z.
And the whole rest of 606 Media.
Shut up, get lit.
All net. All net.
All net.
I just got to say that Eddie got so hot from the last segment that he switched hats.
I did. You know why? Because this hat has the Chicago flag on it to match my shirt.
Can I borrow it?
Gotcha.
Last time, my other hat with the Chicago flag on it, you already got that one. So this is gonna be it's gonna be a Christmas miracle.
Christmas miracle.
What's the deadline on the return on that, though?
Before Christmas.
Okay.
Or on Christmas.
5.5 days from now.
August. That's when it was due. I'm just playing.
Damn.
I gave it to him in July.
Ask him how long it took him to get that Jordan Rules book.
Ask him how he got it. About the time that I drove to his house to give it to him.
That was really nice of you too, by the way.
Wow,
That's
you
gas
drove
money
to
right
his
there.
house.
Mike, did you read it?
No.
I got halfway through and then like, wait a minute, I know all this
It's like
shit
the Jordan.
already.
He's like
The
Jordan
back of
rules.
the book. The back of the
You know
book.
what?
Oh.
Jordan rules. There's too many damn rules.
Reading a book when you know everything that's in that book, it doesn't make it very entertaining.
But it
to
makes
me.
you a fan.
So you saw the movie.
I'm almost done with a Boston Celtics book about the 85-86 season. So,
Okay.
you know, I didn't know everything in that book, so that's why I'm
did-
almost through that book.
I do have the Mamba book. And that's something I'm gonna read and I might
Can I borrow it after you're done?
after I'm done.
No. Say no.
Oh no, I'm gonna get a deposit.
Oh.
Because I got Phil Jackson books and I actually have a LeBron book back here that I make sure that whenever Mike is here, he's facing the opposite direction just in case he remembers how to read
Look,
names.
I cannot keep this pillow on this chair for whatever reason.
Oh boy. All right,
And
let's
so fat that you can see it from the front.
Oh boy.
He got me on this small ass chair.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's transition over to the Cubs.
Fat pockets.
Look, talking about fat pockets, the Cubs actually did something we've been waiting forever, right?
Yes,
we watched
sir.
Trey Turner get signed. We watched Carlos Correa get signed. We watched Xander Bogaerts get signed. So with the fourth best shortstop in free agency, the Cubs and Dansby Swanson agreed to a $177 million 7-year deal. Now, that was the player that we talked about, both
sir.
the White Sox and the Cubs being interested in. He would have been a good fit on either side of town. He comes in, and you move Nico over to second, and
Your
I
middle
like
set.
it.
Your middle is set.
I like it.
Besides John Gomes as your defensive catcher, you have a great shortstop, a great second baseman, and a great center fielder. So up the middle, you're set.
Yeah. And I mean, and then you have Ian Happ, Gold Glover, and you have Seiya in right field. So right now you're going in the right direction for once.
Correct. I think the Cubs are doing a lot better than the White Sox during the offseason.
Right, speaking about our center fielder, this question is posed to E-Rock. Do you expect Bellinger to finish this season with the Cubs?
Yeah.
Or do you trade him? If
I'm gonna tell you why.
You have him on a 1-year deal, right?
I'm gonna tell you why. You brought him in because number one, you need action, right? You need to see you're at that point.
And he's a good player.
You went through the evaluation phase last year. We went through the evaluation phase last year of okay, all of you minor leaguers who are between 25 and 32 years of age, you're all getting a shot. I don't care who the fuck you are, 26, 27, all the way up to 32, everyone got a shot. Michael Hermosillo did not work out, right?
Nope.
Frank Schwindel did not work out.
Nope.
No.
P. Wizzy is still with the squad.
Well, he was hurt most of the year.
But I mean, you know what I mean? Like he didn't get booted. He didn't get booted.
Glove. He's got a really good glove.
For
and
you
he-
out there who don't know who P. Wizzy is, Patrick Wizzy.
Patrick Wisdom.
Look at that. Look at Mike Tyson spitting knowledge.
What's the Puerto Rican kid? What's his name again?
Puerto Rican kid?
You know exactly who I'm talking
Because all
about.
Puerto Ricans know each other.
the kid from the island. Who's that?
That guy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but so they've had people that came up and did well, right? And then the people who didn't, you cut that fat. You trim the fat, you let them go. Hermosillo I think he just signed on with the Yankees for a minor league deal, so maybe he'll do something. But right now, what are they doing? And I've said this all along. You give everyone a chance, and if you don't pan out, bye. I know what spots I got to fill.
The person you're speaking about is Christopher Morel.
There you go.
That's your guy too, isn't it?
I fucking love Morel on the Cubs.
See? How did you not know him quicker?
Because I've been drinking.
Acapurria.
Speaking
the
facts.
thoughts come a little slower.
They do come a lot slower. I think the Cubs are doing the right thing with stacking talent
We appreciate
over and
you
over.
saying that.
Yeah, I appreciate that a
So
lot.
okay, let me preface that because on the group chat, I'm getting fucking roasted because I'm a Cub fan. I'm like, no, dude, I'm a Sox fan, but I appreciate the Cubs.
You're a fan of their moves.
I'm a fan of what they're doing. I grew up a Cub fan. Because I was a Ryan Sandberg fan.
But who hurt you?
The Cubs. Did you not watch the Cubs?
I did, but I still loved them.
No, I've been to one Cubs game, and I've been a Sox fan ever since.
So I went to my first Sox game, like 88, 89, 90. Was one of the last years of the White Sox Stadium. So I went there with my dad after watching the game. I had never been to Wrigley. I've always saw it on TV because it was always available on TV on Channel 9.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to a
WGN.
Sox game, and that turned me. I was
Yes.
like, that is for me.
Same.
This
Yes.
is my team. This is
This
blue
is my
collar.
people.
Right.
Yeah.
You got lost, Lance Johnson, Ozzie
Glasses
Guillen.
in the stands. We whooping the Orioles ass 15-0.
It's like the
first good game. It's a good
look,
day.
Fireworks.
Yeah,
We had
yeah.
barbecue.
It's
we
like
had a great time.
it's like the first time a hip hop head heard Tribe. You're like,
Okay,
oh
yeah.
shit. Well, I guess that's it now.
That's
This is
it,
what-
yeah.
This is what I'm doing now.
Yeah, these
Right? That's
people-
that. Yeah.
Where have y'all been my whole life?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I
Hell
felt.
yeah,
So
yeah.
nothing against the Cubs.
At all, because they
Or-
won that game that I went to.
Yeah. But, that was my childhood growing up because it was the only thing available. And then when I went to Whitesox, that was it for me. And I don't hate on the Cubs. I hate ignorant fans. And I've always clarified that if you don't know your pitching staff, you don't know who's on your team, don't talk to me about baseball and try to argue with me like, oh, yeah, I'm a Cub fan. Why? Because you like the fucking colors or you like the bars around there? Pick one.
I like both.
Because you're not watching baseball.
You're not watching baseball.
all.
You're watching the cute chicks in there. You're getting drunk at
I'm a Cubs
$18.
fan, and I'd rather watch a game.
But those are not Cubs.
guaranteed rate.
Those are not Cubs fans.
It's Comiskey, sir.
You mean the G spot? That's
The
what you meant.
G-spot. That's what I call it.
It's guarantee rate, just like how it's Willis Tower, not
The
the
spot
Sears.
on
Right.
30, the spot on 35th. The spot on 35th.
The spot on 35th. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Why can't it?
I
What?
thought the food was better.
The food is a lot
Park
better.
is cleaner.
Yes, sir.
It's just a better.
a newer
It's a
ballpark.
better experience.
It's a newer ballpark. And
I
I've been to Fenway.
I
I love Fenway.
So do I.
I mean, it's historic.
Yes, it's historic. It's actually not. I thought it would be a lot shittier inside.
No,
and it's
great.
way better than Wrigley.
Wait, you said Fenway is better than Wrigley inside?
On the inside, like we're talking about the concourse, the inside concourse, not
I
the
mean, if
out.
you think about if you
I
think
don't
about if you think about where it is, where the location, it's kind of like it's almost like Wrigley.
Yeah,
No, it
similar.
is. It is exactly like
It's
Wrigley because
almost like
it's in a
Wrigley.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like right now what the Cubs are doing is what Boston is doing, is revamping the entire inside.
Oh,
and
they're
outside.
done. They're done now.
Yeah.
They're fucking done now. Now they can stop being.
They're never going to be done.
Well, what I'm saying is the structure that you're gonna see is done right now. They gotta feed all the old people that are holding that shit up because it's gotta be heavy as hell. All this shit they put over there.
Yeah. All right. So you liking his signing, so?
Yeah, man. Look, I mean, I think if he would have signed anywhere else, I mean, it didn't matter. We were still licking our wounds from Wilson Contreras not being signed for that cheap ass contract.
100%.
Like that's crazy as shit, right? Like you sign Contreras and just tell Yan Gomes to go fucking kick rocks.
Yeah, word.
Like go somewhere.
Yeah,
fucking go to. I don't give a fuck where you go. You can't stay here. That's what you tell him, right? But I mean, like for that cheap ass contract, like that's very frustrating to me because they talk about we're gonna spend. So the good thing is that they did get this signed and they paid a good price for him. 7 years, 177 versus the was it 137 and $9
Nemo?
billion for fucking all these other
Oh,
assholes?
for Nemo too, who's a lot older and more injury prone.
Right.
So let me ask you this: while we're talking about Wilson Contreras, when you guys are talking about your team's catcher, do you prefer the catcher to be better at the plate or behind the plate?
Behind the plate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You're
and I don't wanna play devil-
you're essentially the manager on the field. So you're managing the entire outfit. Like, hey, you have to shift.
And I don't wanna play
Hey,
devil's advocate
This pitcher's gonna throw this pitch.
or throw
Move
shade
over.
at Wilson Contreras, but you can find
A
better-
defensive catcher.
better defensive catcher.
Yan Gomes is a defensive catcher.
Right.
And he's better than Wilson Contreras behind.
Here's the
the plate.
difference.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
Here's the difference. Even if they were literal identical twins to one another, Wilson Contreras got a little bit of motherfucker in him.
Yeah.
Where he will
Swag.
make a play, like clean ass play, and be like,
Picking off motherfuckers at first.
be like, yeah,
be like,
motherfucker.
I absolutely thought.
Do you understand what I'm
Dare you to run
saying?
on my ass. Dare you.
Them are the guys that make you motivate. Like, all right, you make that little nasty ass
absolutely
face
agree
like
with
you
you.
smelled a fart.
And I thought
That
the
was
Cubs,
me.
I thought the Cubs should have re-signed him.
Yeah.
Yes.
But now you have both brothers in Milwaukee
Yeah.
and
Yep.
in the Cardinals.
One
Playing
on
against the
same. Yep.
Cubs.
Yeah.
Because William Contreras got traded to the fucking Brewers.
Yeah.
We
So
got to
now-
play. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have both brothers.
But you guys answered my question. You rather your catcher be better behind the plate than
Yeah.
at the plate.
Yes.
having him being a hitter.
Here's my
is
example.
just-
We have
just
some
a
guy
plus.
we signed for $75 million with the biggest contract on the White Sox in history. He's been total dog shit. Who's our catcher?
Oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yasmani Grandal. Can't fucking call a game for shit. Can't block a ball for shit. Can't stay on the field for shit. Can't hit for shit. What the fuck do we need you for?
Can't take a shit.
No, I'm pretty sure he could do that well.
Yeah, nah.
For $75 million, I'm pretty sure he does that well.
He don't give a shit.
No, he don't
He's
give
got
a
multiple
shit.
bathrooms to do that.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of smells like shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, then it is shit. Yeah.
He
Yeah,
probably
I mean,
has
shit.
one bathroom that he uses just to take shits.
Oh, my God, yeah. Hey, E, anything else with the Cubs right now?
Look, I'm
happy, man. That's what it is.
We coming.
Here's the thing. I think you avoided total disaster by signing Swanson. I think you did a very good job by not giving him these, over 10-year contracts, because we're seeing that become not the exception but the rule,
norm,
because
yeah.
everyone's getting it.
Right.
Swanson, don't forget, Swanson is the same age as Carlos Correa. He's only 28, right? And he was one of these guys that was a very high prospect with the Braves. The only thing that scares me about this signing is that the last time the Cubs signed a guy who was a very high prospect with the Braves, his name was Jason Hayward.
It's $25 million for an all-star, a player who's in his prime, basically, right?
He is in his prime.
Yeah.
His power numbers
and
are
I'd
a lot
rather have
up.
that contract than Carlos Correa's.
But that's what I'm saying.
No,
That's what I'm saying. The good thing is they're not paying that crazy, like I said, over 11 and 13-year contracts.
No.
But that's the thing is that, well, shit, last time this happened from that same tree, you know what I mean? That's the only thing.
Yeah, but I'll take that because Hayward gave us that championship.
He was crucial to the championship.
Yeah.
He gave that speech.
He saved
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Let's give the man credit where it's due. He saved a lot of runs being the defensive right
100%.
fielder out
Absolutely.
there. He can throw anybody out. He wasn't.
You're talking about like a multiple-time
God
Gold
bless him.
Glover.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So that's
World
what you pay
Series
for.
champion.
Which
So-
I'm okay with, giving that money, and if you're going to compare him to that, then yeah, I'll take it.
No, Swansby's a different player. He has a lot of his
Swansby.
power. Swansby.
Do it. Keep doing it.
Shut up.
I love it. I love it.
Shut up.
Well, what's his last name?
I like it
First
when you
name-
call me Swansby.
First name Danby, last name.
Swanson. Dansby Swanson. I combined both names.
Keep calling him a refrigerator.
Swimmy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give me a jersey that says Swansby.
Swanson.
Swamp ass.
That's my new DJ name.
And
DJ
his
Swansby.
wife plays soccer here, right?
Yes, with the Red Stars.
They talked about that actually. They at the end of the season they actually interviewed him and talked to him about that. He's like, yeah, we'd love to play together. But here's the other thing too is that he's actually from Atlanta. He's from the area.
Yeah.
So for him to leave, I mean, there had to be a lot of different factors.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's true. That is true.
100.
So
That is true.
His power numbers are a lot.
I don't know. Be a man.
Are climbing up.
Be a man, be alone.
The single guy.
The single, like absolute, like all the way single.
Right.
You don't get it, bro. You don't get
Yeah,
it.
his numbers are coming up. His defense has been great, but here's the thing with Swanson: he will carry a team for about a week or two, and then he will strike out another 100 times right after that.
So he's streaky.
He's very streaky, and that's
So
the
was
biggest
Alfonso
thing.
Soriano, but it worked out.
I mean, yeah, but here's the only problem about being streaky is that you're not clutch. Like we don't know that you can just turn it on. That's the problem.
Yeah, offensively he's streaky. On defense, he's a monster.
Can you get high at the right time? That's the question.
Nice thing he's
Maybe.
coming off an all-star season, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's turn over to the south side. Sorry,
Yeah, I
jumped
guess
the gun there for you.
Z. I mean, look,
I'm
I was trying to let it build up for you, but Z, what's up on the site?
We got Billy Hamilton, baby. He's back.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I love it. I love his reaction. He's like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Billy Tam?" We got Billy Hamilton and Victor Reyes signed the minor league deals. Oh, we did sign somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than no one.
Well, we did sign.
No.
Andrew.
I want to hear Joey Childs talk about these moves that the Sox are making.
Okay. Okay, you signed. What we did is shore up the outfield because you don't want Larry playing fucking every day. That's what they did.
Larry.
You did sign Angel Benintendi for 5 years, $75 million, highest contract in White Sox history, which saying that these motherfuckers are cheap. Simple as that.
Hey, that's dollar bill right there.
I mean, do we have bread?
Yes, they do. They make so much money from TV and everything else. They're top 5 in MLB. Yeah. They make a lot of money.
How
They
do you
keep for
stack
themselves.
money? You don't spend money, and Reinsdorf knows that very
Oh
well.
no, he'll squeeze the fucking copper out of a penny. Tell you right now. He'll go to the south side and take out the copper out of them houses too.
Shit. Right, all the way up 35th.
Oh yeah.
So what you're saying is probably what happened is TLR pulled up on his ass while he was taking the fight. He was like, "Oh, that's how you got a job."
All I know is these moves made me really happy because, again,
Benintendi's a great player.
No, I know.
So I want
to.
I just want to clarify right now. Steven is a Cubs fan.
Yeah.
Yes,
So just we have to qualify. Joey Childs is a Sox fan. I just want everyone listening right now to understand the dynamic of what's happening right here.
Because it makes me happy when the White Sox do terrible, and I'm
That's
petty
fucked
for
up.
that.
Because you're petty as fuck.
up.
Yeah.
You're petty.
I guess the cross-sign rivalry is real.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. All right.
to me, that
That
doesn't
shit
mean
is-
anything to
I've
me.
been chilling the whole time. I've been
Yeah,
over here
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yo, because my whole family is Cubs fans.
Sorry.
I'm the
Sorry to hear
only
that.
Sox fan in my entire family.
So, but let me ask you a question though. Your family that are Cubs fans, are they baseball? Are they really Cubs fans, or they just like
now
going
I
to
will
the?
say that my brother will watch 182 games.
There you go. And those are the those are the
Will they
real.
watch Kansas City versus Orioles.
No, I'm
That's a
talking about
baseball
true.
fan.
I'm talking about true Cubs
That's
fans.
a baseball fan.
No, he's not.
That's me.
I don't
That's
think
me.
he's doing that, but I know that.
But I'm saying we're talking about like bandwagon or like flaky ass Cubs fans.
I got
he
you.
will watch the Cubs.
Right.
Which is great. He's paying extra money to watch the Cubs.
Probably.
Yeah, because
Gotta
I-
buy a
Probably.
marquee.
That's dedication.
No, actually, I'm sorry. My brother's techie, so he's got.
Oh,
the
he's
super-
streaming it.
Yeah,
He got
He
it.
hacked something.
He got that fire stick.
Any game you want to see, he got it.
There you go.
Everything legal.
Everything legit.
Yeah.
That's the word.
All right, so we got Andrew Benintendi on the White Sox, 5 years, $75 million this past Friday.
That was your big move.
You know what? It is a big move because it shores up left field and makes sure that Eloy doesn't get on the field anymore. And so we don't have Spider-Man climbing the nets over here trying to catch a fucking foul ball or try to fucking extend his left hand over the outfield in spring training. So,
I'm so glad y'all also got Dylan Cease in that deal, so you actually have something to hang your heads on. Because forever it was like, look, we got Eloy, and he was like, pew pew, Spider-Man. So he's just climbing fences and shit.
Huh?
Who's pitching?
Dylan
Who's
Cease,
pitching? Dylan Cease,
Okay.
Lance Lynn.
Lance Lynn, Giolito will be back once he
Giolito,
drops
yeah.
the weight.
Now, I'm gonna
He'll drop
ask-
that weight. He'll be all right.
Do you think they're going to be a 500 team? Or
No,
over
they'll
500?
be way over. They'll be competing for first base. They'll compete for first place.
You said, wait.
They will compete for first place in the division.
We said the same thing last December.
Yeah, but the Cubs be bullshitting.
No, I'm not talking about the Cubs. I'm talking about the White
I'm talking about
Sox.
the White Sox. I'm asking.
We said the same thing about the White Sox
Well,
last December.
We literally here's what happened with Tony La Russa. You're driving a car with the parking brake on.
And you don't know, have no idea how to turn it off.
You're trying to
anywhere.
get out of the parking lot.
No, you're not getting out of the parking lot. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah,
all
you're
right.
dealing with
You're
the drunk
stuck
driver.
halfway up a
You got
speed
the
bump.
parking brake on. You got the fucking Billy Club on. You know, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't making no left turn.
You got some scotch in your hand.
It's Vino.
what he had.
It's Vino.
It's Vino. He drinks
Pulled
Vino.
over
He
at the
does
same
love that.
time.
Right, and you're getting pulled over. So you don't have those restrictions anymore. You have the restrictor plate is coming off.
Dementia.
Well, we don't care about Tony La Russa. He's gone. What you have is a new coach from the Kansas City Royals, and you have a player who used to play for the Kansas City Royals, so they know them very well. He knows the hitting coach very well as well. So you're looking at a defensive guy that can actually hit for average. He's going to be sliding into the number 2 spot right after Tim Anderson. So you're not looking for power. He's going to get on base. He's going to push over Tim Anderson, who should get on base this year and not look for power.
I like that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of damn power hitters, and now we're getting somebody who gets on base.
Some speed. Yeah.
Kind of reminds you of the White Sox from 2005 when they traded for Carlos Lee for Scott Pasenic.
Which was good.
Which was the reason we won the damn championship, because we actually ran for speed, got people on base, pushed them over. Small ball with the long ball. You have to have a combination of both.
That was the move that made that championship
100%.
because you actually took back a lesser player.
We did.
Who filled a role that you needed. That's what happened. That was the whole move.
And this is what we have, Andrew Benintendi, who fills the need of getting on base, which was a problem for the White Sox, who couldn't hit with runners in scoring position, a problem. Defense, a problem. Everything has been a problem. He's addressing a lot of those problems. Now, we still have a hole at right field. We still have a hole at second base. They're talking about Elvis Andrews coming back.
Why not?
But he wants to play full-time at shortstop. Hey, well, yeah, guess what? You pay him a little extra. Hey, bro, move over to second base. Extra $5 million. Here you go. Why not?
Look,
another veteran that shows you how to play the game right.
Eventually he's going to be faced with a dilemma, because what you going to do when the well runs dry? There's no more spots. Where you going to go? Now you got to figure out where you want to play.
And that's
Where
exactly.
have I been balling though? If I've been playing second base like a motherfucker, let me play here.
He played well here.
But that's what they need. They need him to come back because, I mean, he's another guy that was a prospect and he kind of floated around to a couple of different teams. But, I mean, that's just how it goes these days. You know what I mean? Like, unless you do like the Juan Soto deal. But he even still got traded, but then he got that long-ass deal. Otherwise, you're just jumping from team to team every 5 years. It don't matter.
Yeah. So look for the White Sox to just be like the city of Chicago, patching up, potholes. That's exactly what the White Sox will be doing the rest of the year.
I'm going to say they're going to get 65 to maybe 70 games wins.
Do you want to bet on that right now,
Let's bet on it right now.
I bet you $200 to make more than 65 wins.
Okay. I bet. Oh,
Shake.
okay. Hold on. So they're going to have more than
65 wins.
Okay,
He's saying more than 65.
$200.
That's a shake right there.
$200.
I said 200.
Yeah, right when I shook my hand.
He said 200.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah, check your headphones.
It's recorded.
Yeah, it is recorded.
Yeah, as soon as I shook your hand, you're like, okay, 200.
Yeah, because he said 200 first.
That from the jump. Yeah.
And here's the thing. No, hold up. What you're telling me right now is you're nervous about that bet because otherwise you wouldn't sweat that cash.
I mean, I don't spend any more than 200 on anything.
But
you know what? Fine. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what?
All right. Can't wait till next September. Cash in. I'm about to cash in August.
Okay, first, hold on. If I win, I'm gonna spend it and we're gonna have a nice dinner.
I was just gonna say that.
But Z's gonna have to buy his own meal.
That's all good.
Here's the thing. Because I mean, like to me, I'm gonna speak out because to me this is like show money. And the reason I say that is because I'm saying whoever wins, take that money and we just throw a party and hang out and have a good time.
Yeah, we'll do that nowhere on the weekend household.
You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. So we all just do our thing. That's the spirit of the whole damn thing in the first place.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Especially if it's $2. I mean, shit, it's a lot of us. $2 ain't much. It really ain't.
Yeah, I'm the youngest one here trying to make it in the world.
You got that in recording, right?
What? That $2 ain't much?
You're fucked, Steven.
Look, man. I don't know how you didn't hear it the first time because he was like 200 and you just like mulled it over. And you talk about being the youngest, you got the best hearing out of all of us.
That's okay. Because you know what? My thing is the White Sox always have injuries, and that's
65 though. Like, and you came up with that number.
I did because I think that's what they're going to be at.
Ooh,
I'm gonna call it now.
Ooh, clearly
injuries are going to get them again.
I hate Kopech gets injured all the time because I really and I'm not even a Sox fan. I'm a
Sox hater.
I'm a Chicago fan, like Chicago sports fan. But like, I was really hoping Kopech would be like, what's the dude who's on the Nationals? Steven Strasburg.
He gets hurt a lot too.
Strasburg's fucking softer than cotton candy, bro.
He's softer than puppy shit.
But I'm comparing like their rookie seasons, like the expectations that you have for Michael Kopech to when Steven Strasburg came. Like,
let me ask you a general baseball
I remember
question.
Watching Strasburg's first game and be like,
of course,
this
yeah,
kid's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. Noah Syndergaard.
What do you have? 16 strikeouts that game?
Yeah, he went to the Dodgers.
He went to the Dodgers, your second team right there.
Yep.
Now we were talking about Chris Cordero, right? Where he was like, well, he's not Thor anymore, and I'm like, I looked at his numbers, I'm like.
That.
He's at like he has a 4.14 ERA, and he had like his career average is like mid 380, I think that was his career. So I mean, it wasn't that much higher. It's not like it ballooned up to 10 because he like fucking just imploded 5 games in a row or some dumb shit. And even if he imploded like one game, that shoots your ERA up a couple points anyway. So what I'm saying is that like, and what he said, he goes, well, he's never been that good. I'm like, yes, he fucking has. He's been injured a lot, but he wasn't that good. I was like, well, compared to what? And it basically what he said is that he wasn't as good as he thought he was going to be. I'm like, what is your expectation about a guy? Like, how do you know?
Hype. You can't believe hype.
Right, but you look at he's been very solid in his career through the Mets. And here's the thing. He is only 30 years old.
Yeah, my age.
And pitchers get better with age.
Look at Verlander. Verlander
42, 43.
Yeah, Verlander ended up going up.
Pitch rather than to throw the ball.
That's that Tom Brady shit.
Yeah, I don't think he should have gone to the Mets.
I know how to throw this.
Mets gonna make a run.
Guy. And I'm fucking these dudes up now.
Especially if you've already been to, the more you've been to the league, you pick up on tendencies, and especially right now with all the technology, you know exactly what the hot spots and cold spots. Just like if you play MLB, the show, you can see that, right? Oh, this player, you can't throw down and in because he'll fucking rock you.
No, he's
gonna put you over the fence, right? So that's exactly what's happening now. As you get older, you have all more information. It's just like everything else. You understand what's going on.
Now the Dodgers are really relying on Syndergaard.
The Dodgers are literally on a retooling season right now because there's a lot of free agents.
But here's the thing. Here's the problem is that the Los Angeles Dodgers don't get the luxury of taking time off. They especially
just like the Yankees,
especially with the moves that San Diego made. They're going to be fighting. They're over here hoping and praying.
And guess who's going to opt out next year from San Diego?
San Diego.
Yeah, Mr. Manny Machado is going to opt
vagina.
out. Yes. Yeah. Manny Machado's going to opt out at the end of his season again.
Depends on what happens. It depends on what happens this season.
If they win the chip, he's coming back.
That's what I'm saying. Because this is the year when you do it.
He wants the bag.
Yeah.
He don't care about baseball.
Yeah.
He don't care about baseball.
I'm telling you, I would tell you right now, if they win, he's coming back. Calm down.
$1. Guys are assholes.
That was a reference to Trading Places.
Yes, absolutely. What are the prices of orange this morning, Wentworth?
Yo,
the prices of oranges. That's right.
If you ain't seen that,
Austin Eckler, ain't it?
Damn.
I got aggressive.
Really aggressive.
All right, so what moves do the Sox have left in them then?
They don't, because they were talking about bringing up Oscar Colas to put him in right. Mm-hmm. What this move does, it secures him to stay down a little longer. They'll put Gavin Sheets up in right field, and they'll put Leary out there. And then you still have Romy Gonzalez showing up at second. That's your stopgap until they find a replacement. I really thought keeping Mendick would have been a better idea, but because he did blow out his knee on a bullshit fucking play because they can't fucking call each other off and play fundamental baseball, I don't think they have the faith in his knee and him staying healthy. That's why they didn't re-sign him. So you're going to have Romy Gonzalez, who isn't that great offensively or defensively, playing second, or Leary, or
Larry.
Fuck shit. You want to play second?
Word.
And that's where that's at, man. So I don't see the White Sox signing any more big names. You'll see a lot of small names and a lot of minor league contracts.
Hey, look, I think right now, we shouldn't be surprised at the moves that both sides of town have made, right? Because I am not shocked at all that the White Sox kind of stayed stagnant, and then just kind of like, hey, we got that guy. Look at this guy. He's gonna. And the thing is that this reminds me of like Tyler Chatwood when the Cubs signed Tyler Chatwood. Look who we got, guys. Look, it's Tyler.
Right. Yeah.
Chatwood. Like we got him. Right? And we were supposed to be so excited about that fucking time.
Right.
And you know who they forgot? You know who we forgot about immediately when he fucking when the next guy came? Immediately is when they signed Yu Darvish. And everybody forgot about Tyler Chatwood, and all the worries in the world were lifted off his shoulders because he was no longer the big name free agent that the Cubs signed.
I mean,
right?
You could call up Jermaine Dye, see what he's up to.
He's golfing. So that's what he's doing.
I think Jermaine Dye is staining clothing, maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Dad joke number 45
Hey, no. Hey, I got one in each segment. That's what's up. And it just that deaded the air. That's fucking amazing.
Oh my God.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Hey, true Chicago sports fans, show off your Chicago pride with some fresh clothes from Grit Clothing Company. At Grit Clothing, they create that simple yet classic style that represents that Chicago Southside lifestyle. From t-shirts to hoodies, hats to glassware, they've got you covered. Grit has everything you need to represent your Chicago pride, so do it right now. Check out gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15.
TrueFan15.
for 15% off your entire order. Let me say it again. That's gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off of your entire order.
This is Enrique Calderon coming to you from True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast. Come check me out on social media, Enrique Calderon Official on Instagram and Facebook. Check us out.
Y te lo dice
Enrique Calderon.
Welcome back to the TCSF podcast with E-Rock and Big Z and Steven from No Water on the weekend and Joey Childs and Mike Logic. We got the whole crew.
All-star lineup.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk some Chicago Bears. Hey, look, I'm not upset about a 25-20 loss against Philly.
Absolutely not.
It was a good game. I mean, they had no N'Keal Harry out. Chase Claypool out. EQ hurt during the game. Darnell Mooney out forever.
And if you think about the implications, you played a very good game.
It was 17-13. It was close.
These guys are the best team in the NFC.
Yes.
And we played a close game. It's a great game.
With shitty talent on the field.
Right. And the fact that, I mean, we don't have a record that's doing anything.
No.
Anything.
No. The only thing is doing is securing the draft pick.
Coaches and players are not out there to tank. Let's be straight out there. Coaches and players are not out there to tank.
True, but
not on purpose.
I mean,
the GM is.
Right.
The GM and traded people.
So at the
Make
end
sure
of the
you
day,
tanked.
You're going to create a culture in the city, in that team, in that locker room.
The culture
to
is
make sure.
The culture is they don't stop fucking playing. They're hanging in with the big boys.
That's something I mentioned.
Without talent, they're fucking hanging in with everybody.
I feel like they're gonna do that just to let us know, like, yo.
Yeah.
A little bit of time. All right.
Well, there was that long run where they saved a touchdown. They saved a touchdown right at the end zone, and then they stopped the first attempt.
They're well coached.
They're very well coached.
Yes.
And you know what it is like wait till Justin gets an offensive line. Wait till he gets a couple more receivers. Wait till the defense is drafted.
Tevin Jenkins is good, even though he didn't play today.
He's really good.
He's a dog. He's 100%. Like he had.
I didn't really like that whole situation behind him.
It didn't.
In.
And I'm gonna tell you,
his neck today.
He did. He actually had an injury
off.
where he came off the field. Yeah, for sure.
So you got the Bears playing with a lot less talent versus the number one team in NFC.
Yes,
and they hanging with their
until AJ Brown decided to play.
Well. Yeah, because obviously we're not getting any pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, he got that 64-yard long catch.
Yeah. And long catch, and he was juking people.
Well,
yeah,
but he's been doing
Jalen Johnson.
Season, so let's not point out the Bears.
No. My point is that he woke up. He woke up the monster, right? That's what I'm saying. Right. Towards the second half of the game, he woke up. He's down there.
I'm gonna keep passing the ball.
Yeah, 100%. Of course. And Jalen Johnson with his no neck, looking like I said during the game, he looked like Ram Man from He-Man. He hit that wall and never recovered. Like why the fuck do his shoulder pads touch his ears? Like what the fuck?
Sanborn got hurt.
Sanborn got hurt.
He got a foot.
Urlacher Jr. got hurt.
The Sandman.
Oh, they call him the Hammer.
They call him the hammer. The jackhammer.
The jackhammer. Yeah. So, but you did have Miles Sanders, 11 carries, 42 yards. So you're stopping the run. I mean, that's a great thing to do. Yeah. So you forced them to pass, and unfortunately, they have one of the best Pro Bowler wide receivers out there to catch the ball.
Right.
And, playmakers are going to make plays, and that's exactly what happened. We don't have the talent to shut somebody down.
You stop the run game without Roquan Smith, too.
Right.
So it's not like...
Or Sandberg.
Right.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is just focusing on next season. That's
what
it is.
Yeah. It is.
Because the Bears are playing with it. Excuse me for saying this, with a talentless defense.
The linebacker Sandberg is good.
The secondary,
Jalen Johnson.
The secondary is good. They're not great yet. Like Kyle Gordon,
you have a lot of young talent.
Hold up. It was not. It was Gordon. It was Kyler.
Right.
Kyler Gordon was the one that ran down the wide receiver that it was literally on the 3-yard line. He dragged him down. He didn't just say, "Well, you're going to get touchdown anyway. Fuck it." Right? And then you see him side by side with the receiver, and they're both like 6'2", 6'3". AJ Brown, he's the same size.
They're going to have money to spend on some defensive players.
Oh, you flipping half the roster.
They're about to do something nice this offseason.
Yeah.
I mean,
so the future is bright for the Chicago Bears.
100%. Within 2 years, they should be competing for a Super Bowl. within 2
years.
years.
At least playing in the NFC Championship game.
Yes. So, and that's what I mean. You're competing, right? Because you look at what A.J. Brown did, 9 catches with 181 yards, and then you had Devonta. I don't know how you say
Devonta Smith.
Devonta Smith. Yeah, you never know how to pronounce his name.
You have your most important piece.
Hey, I've worked on the West Side. You don't know how to pronounce his name until you hear from the kid. All right. I would always get into arguments with kids. I'm like, dude, it doesn't say how to phonetically say your name. Okay, tequila, relax.
I agree with Alizé. We have the most important piece. We got
the quarterback, right?
Now, let me say this. Let's say next season we get a couple good wide receivers and we pick up a couple more offensive line, right? But Justin's still running all the time.
He won't be.
I don't think so.
He won't be. He will spend money on the offensive line and not draft him.
And if you watch him, he's looking for the guy. He's looking to throw the ball.
Yes.
So now I'm ready to see that.
Do you think he's afraid to throw it?
No.
He was a thrower at Ohio State. He was a pocket passer in Ohio State.
Right.
He's only have to run here because there's no offensive
he has
line.
No time, and the guys cannot get open.
No, well, you don't have anybody that can run or anything.
Right. Because I mean, realistic. So with the Bears, they have they're pretty highly ranked as far as the run is concerned.
Yeah.
Right. So that tells me that you're good at pushing guys forward.
Not only that, well, I mean, misdirection is a motherfucker too.
Right, but you have that, but also in the passing game, your job is to not let people run you over, right? Of
course.
So they're good at going one way and not the other way. So like, how can they do this and not? It's a whole different mechanic.
It's like an old Cavalier. It's like an old Cavalier. I can put it in drive, but I can't put it in reverse.
We ain't going back.
All right, so I wanted to bring this up because we talked about this before y'all showed up. David Montgomery, is he somebody you want to re-sign?
I have no reason not to.
I like Khalil better, if I'm being honest.
But why can't you use both?
Why can't you have both?
Explain that to me.
Okay, you could. You very well could. But as far as what I've seen out of both of them, Khalil runs a little bit harder.
Nah.
I don't know. I see these crazy.
Because David Montgomery is a David Montgomery's a dog.
Between the two, Khalil goes straight up the middle.
Yes,
he goes straight up in the hole. Montgomery dances around.
Montgomery looks for the hole.
A little too early. He dances a little too early.
I would still like to see them both back next season.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not excited about the idea of the talk of Saquon wanting to come here because how much you going to give Saquon?
And he is injury prone.
Injury prone.
Yes.
I don't want you here, bro. Listen, we got our own issues going on over here as it is.
Is he injury prone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he injury prone?
This is the first year where he's actually been doing something besides the first year.
Hold on.
Other than that, he's been hurt.
He had an ACL that keeps you out for a year and a half.
Okay.
And that was here.
That's cool.
That keeps you out for a year and a half.
You out.
Okay.
You're injured.
But I understand that.
And then he had,
but that's not injury. That's still one singular injury. It's one thing if like he gets hurt in week 2 and then like he comes back week 5 and in week 6 he's hurt again. That's injury prone.
Right.
One long-term injury. That's like Tommy John in baseball. That's Tommy John in baseball.
Just happened 2 years ago or a year ago. He couldn't finish the game against Dallas.
But that doesn't. Are you injury prone? I mean, these guys got stingers and concussions all the time.
And with running backs, I'm not giving you bread to do nothing here.
I pulled it up. All right, November 26, 2016, I get ankle. September 26, 2015, ankle. Grade 1 and grade 2, respectively.
How long are these out for? How long is he out
for? So he was able to play
3 to 4 weeks.
Are you talking about guys
after the
like
first time? Able to play the next week.
Right, but
the second time
just
missed 2
about
games.
Availability.
Right.
When was he drafted? That's what I need to know.
I don't know. Look that up. August 13, 2018, missed 8 days. Grade 1 hamstring. Pedal ankle sprain. Grade 2, missed the rest of the game. Torn ACL. Torn ACL.
But I'm sorry, we're talking about instant. Like we're not talking about like he broke his leg and then his hammy keep. Like we're talking about like you got stung up enough,
and now you cannot finish a game.
Yeah, so
let
look,
alone being a third down back.
No, listen, right now, right here.
2018. So he was after the 2017.
He came to be injury prone.
He came in 2016. He has started or 2018. I'm sorry. He has started 2018 16 games, 2019 13 games, 2020 2 games because that's when he got injured. Last year 13 games. This year 13 games. That's 3. I mean, you're missing a couple games here and there.
Right,
but I mean, like that's
okay. Fine. All right, I'll give you that.
But what's his
performance-wise?
There you
besides this year, and I'll
3.7
give you the
yards per
ACL
rush.
year. I'll give you the ACL year.
I mean, that's a trash year.
Numbers
You can't
wise,
even.
okay. Numbers wise, what are we talking about?
3.7 yards per rush.
Okay.
All right. So
What's wrong with
if he's
that?
not asking you to,
That's what we got with Montgomery.
Gonna get older,
Right.
But
That's
what
what
I'm
we have
saying,
with Montgomery, so why
that's
not
what I'm
just keep
saying. That's what I'm saying. But you were talking about like replacing one with
No,
the
I don't want
other.
to. I don't.
It's if it's the same production, it's the same production.
well,
And I don't have a problem with. I never did.
well,
Montgomery's great at
what do you
blocking.
think his numbers are going to look like as far as the numbers he's going to ask for in free agency? That's the bigger thing. If it's not going to break the bank,
But see, it's different though because I mean, we going off of what you did. Yo,
Yep.
That's
what have you done for me lately?
that's every
everybody.
contract.
So
Every
I mean,
contract is what you just
cool,
did.
You did what you did in New York, but is this year? Because this is a contract year for Saquon.
Right. And he's playing great.
He is, but that don't mean shit. You playing for a contract. That's all that is. Because now you either want to stay in New York or whatever.
Yeah.
So you gonna play your hardest right now in your contract year. Luckily, you've managed to stay healthy, but that don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah, I say get rid of both of them.
Wow.
Because.
But where would you go?
No, I say get rid of both of them because just put 2 blockers there because Justin's gonna run.
It's this motherfucker.
Never.
This
No.
motherfucker.
I knew he had
wants to
something.
throw it, yeah.
I know he had something back there. I was like, I'm not even responding to that shit.
All right,
so you're going to probably have to pay Saquon, I'm guessing, Derrick Henry money, $14 million a season.
No one is going to be paid. So he makes Saquon Barkley makes
Would I pay Derrick Henry?
$7.7 million right now.
As a red zone threat, would you pay him? I would pay him as a red zone threat, but how much?
I just feel like you can get
Is
similar
Saquon a game changer?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He is a game changer.
As far as Derrick Henry,
Yes.
No.
that's a different tier.
Yo,
That's a different tier.
It's a different type of
When
player
Sa-
altogether. Saquon can receive.
Yo, I'll tell you
Right.
this right now. When Saquon's on his game, he's the best wide receiver.
Right.
He's the best running back. He's the best running back in the game,
First of
in
all,
my opinion. Just the way he can shake and juke.
A hurdle and a stiff arm are two different things.
Yep.
And when you see a stiff arm effectively performed on everybody on your team, on every person on the defense, and I'ma just go in for a touchdown, 99 yards. That's different. Saquon can't do that.
Derrick Henry is like that fucking 6'3", 12-year-old that's out there running through the little.
He's a tank.
Yeah.
He just runs right
It
through.
doesn't excite me to pay a running back $14 million
Okay.
per season.
Especially not a Derrick.
All right. So who are you going to pay? Because it's Saquon Barkley.
I'm
It's
good with David Montgomery and Khalil
it's-
Herbert.
all right.
Healthy.
Kareem Hunt, Rashad Penny, Jamal Williams,
I
Josh
would take
Jacobs.
Kareem. I would take Kareem.
Yep.
Kareem Hunt is 27.
I would take Kareem
Yup.
in a heartbeat.
Yep.
He's
Khalil
making
Herbert's still going to be your number one running back.
he's making $6 million
No.
right now.
No.
Because
Hunt.
he can run and
Hunt.
catch the ball.
No. Hunt comes in. He's number one.
Number one out there.
You think so?
He the only reason he's still not the number one in Kansas City is because of that no in Kansas City is because all that shit that
He's
went
in
down.
Cleveland.
Okay, right.
But I'm saying he was with Kansas City.
Yeah.
They got rid of him because all the shit that went down.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would still be their number
If
one.
we look at the numbers, isn't Khalil Herbert running back one? Wasn't he putting up those type of numbers
They were
before he
split. It
got
was
hurt?
split.
But they still split and carry. So if you bring Kareem Hunt in, now you got a stable. And
Right.
not only that, Kareem Hunt, number one, he can run and catch. You have not saying that Montgomery can't do the same. However, Kareem is a way more dynamic player than any of the running backs.
I'm saying we're
Yeah.
good. If we get Montgomery and Herbert back healthy next season, we're
Good.
good.
I mean, they
That-
have
that's like the
Listen,
least of my concerns.
I think they should use them a lot better, though. They should split them out wide. The thing is that we have no offensive line to do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The
Like,
O-line,
all wide. I
the
mean, I mean, like,
O-line
least of my
isn't as
concern.
bad as
I
people
don't-
cause them to
I
be.
want two running backs back
I
there.
think that Justin Fields negates that a little bit.
And that
Because
too,
he
and
can
that's
make plays without them.
I think overall, I don't think the line is as bad as people just there's a qualifier that people keep putting in here is that Justin wouldn't have to run if the line was that good. What's happening a lot of time is that the line is making a hole for Justin to
Right.
run through as well.
Absolutely. Here goes it out.
Because how you got to a point where you don't know, is this when you kind of see it, depending on how quickly he takes off, is it a design run or is it a delayed design where he's waiting for a hole to open up and then he takes off,
Yeah,
right?
Option 1 and 2, and then go.
Right. And that's
You
the
ain't got no
problem is
more
that
options in 1 and 2.
his first option isn't there. He's option 2, right? He might think about it. He might get right there and then see someone flash open.
And so, if you think about that theory,
but the
because option 1 is who?
Who? I mean, well, that's the question. That's the question right now.
We don't have options.
Right.
It's your tight end.
Justin Fields is the number 1 option.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that because
he's number 1,
because he is talented enough to hit the hole and go where he needs to go. That's not necessarily an indictment on the line, because he is taking off. Hey, there's an opportunity. I'm gonna go.
Right. And all the secondary players are guarding people.
Yes.
So yeah.
So you catch him off guard, and now you're the extra man.
And you're
the extra man,
and you're not a slouch.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying that's not necessarily an indictment on the line, because he's like, oh shit, a hole. Let me go through that hole.
I mean, if you look at some of the greatest evaders of all time, they never had linemen that. Most of the time, the linemen are looking at them.
Barry Sanders.
That's exactly what I'm thinking
He had
of.
liquid hips.
Yeah. Most of the time, if you watch his highlights, his linemen are looking at him.
Yeah.
Because they have no idea what the fuck he's doing.
It's like the Bulls when DeMar DeRozan drives to the hole. Everyone look.
He brought up Barry Sanders. That's my running back GOAT. That's my opinion. I know everybody loves Walter, and Walter is right there, but Barry's my guy.
Because here's the thing. Walter would do that, and then if you got too close, his fucking forearm would literally in your helmet. That big metal or that hard ass plastic helmet you got against his own bone, he was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, I'm gonna destroy you.
Yeah,
I'm probably a little biased too, because I didn't get to see as much Walter as I did Barry.
And he did it wearing ruse. Okay,
Barry played for the Lions.
Fuck the Lions.
That's
but
true.
I respect Barry because
I got little Barry. I got little Barry over there by the Hall of Fame plate over there.
The Lions were so bad they made Barry Sanders retire. He's like, nah.
Calvin Johnson too. Calvin, I was at. Hey, we were at Calvin Johnson's last game.
That was one of the reasons why I never wanted to go to the Bears
It was
game
so cold.
'cause, yeah,
it was so cold.
That was not a good introduction to Soldier Field.
Oh man! All right. So before we get out of this segment, I want to let you pose the question that you gave to us about the Justins.
There's two Justins, and it was proposed to me. Which Justin would you prefer, Herbert or Fields?
I'm gonna go Fields, mainly because he's a dual threat. I'm not saying that Herbert can't do it, but he can't do it like how Fields does.
I think Herbert has regressed a little this year.
I would agree with that.
Because the playbook is out there, so you know what he can do. But I can't deny his arm. His arm is dynamic.
And I mean, he's a heady guy.
Oh,
so he got it up there.
100%.
So, I mean, but you got to look at the situation like how it is. So, all of these players, like Justin Herbert, how we talking about him, he's had his time to adjust to the NFL.
He also has a
year
lot
ahead.
more talent around him at running back, at wide receivers, and at tight end.
Now I will say that he
and
does.
And I think that defense balls too.
He does. Justin Herbert finds ways to win. Versus last season, he couldn't really do that. Like today, he just
No,
Keenan Allen was hurt
too. Last year he was on it, because you got to think about the team that he had around them. You actually had a healthy.
Same team.
Yeah,
you had you had Eckler, but you had a healthy Keenan Allen for more of the season.
True, that's
the
exactly
problem
what I say,
with Keenan Allen. He's always hurt. Now the difference being is that I'll tell you what, I think overall, as far as being a dynamic player and a talented athletic player, I think Justin Fields has to be number one when you talk about between them two.
Yeah,
correct.
Who will have a higher ceiling overall? I still think that's Justin Fields. But the difference is that Justin Fields will not have as long as a career as Herbert, because Herbert will not break down the way Justin Fields will.
We don't know what Justin Fields is going to look like with weapons.
Right. We don't know what his ceiling is going to be. That's a good caveat for that.
I agree with you as far as because of the fact that he puts his body on the line a little bit more often.
If this works out, and I think this comp makes sense, but if this works out, he could have a very nice, long, prosperous career. I think about D. Wade. D. Wade, in the beginning of his career, the first 3-4 years, he was reckless. He would always drive to the hole, and he would be up in the air and land down and land hard. He had to learn how to have the pull up, how to shoot from three. ease off all that pressure on his body. And Justin Fields right now is that same boat. The first couple years, I don't even count that first fucking year, right? No. This is where his career starts. Whatever he does in the next couple years where he has to be running around, where he got the rib shots and all the fucking hamstring and all that bullshit.
We can't count year one. He didn't even start.
But that's what I'm saying is that, but at some point, you're going to have to pivot away from that. And the way that you do that is by surrounding him with talent. It's the same thing that happened with Herbert when you got good players for him to throw to, right? It's the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. If he doesn't have at least one good receiver, he's fucking trash. He showed you that all the beginning of the season.
Aaron Rodgers has never made a receiver.
What's that?
Aaron Rodgers has never made a receiver.
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams
is a beast.
Jordy Nelson.
But Jordy Nelson was trash when he went to the Raiders.
Okay.
Alan Lazard.
Alan Lazard?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Alan, hold on.
I don't think like Peyton Manning or Tom Brady.
But what I'm saying is I'm thinking Peyton Manning and Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison.
Right,
that's when Peyton Manning blossomed. That's what you look at. What's going on right now in Philly?
Reggie Wayne anywhere else?
I'd say
but that's what. But I mean, like his career started and ended with the Colts, right? Like all of his best years were with the Colts because by the time he left, he was old. And that's what I'm saying is that AJ Brown. You saw Jalen Hurts like blossom this season. Everyone was like potential. But that's my point is that now you have a very dynamic receiver there, and all of a sudden, bam! Now you're fucking off.
Okay, so that's a situation where this has always been the number one guy. He's always been the number one guy. However, I just didn't have the quarterback I was supposed to have.
Yeah, right. Tannehill.
All that is.
Yeah, Ryan Tannehill, who couldn't throw to him.
Because I mean, yo, we've been doing this for the last 8 years, yo. Just throw the ball up.
Yeah.
And
I'm not saying that, but that's my point. I'm not saying Jalen Hurts is making AJ Brown. I'm saying AJ Brown is making Jalen Hurts, and that's my point. Is that if you give Tua Tagovailoa, you give him Jalen Waddle, and you give him fucking the cheetah, all of a sudden he's a world beater. You know?
I don't. No, fuck no.
You're gonna tell me that Tua has been very good this year.
MVP caliber season.
But that's my point is that all of a sudden you have these players and they block. So let's say the Cheetah is making Tua this season at least. That's literally my entire point is that you get a receiver.
I don't even think that. I don't even think
because you give Fields a great receiver. All of a sudden he fucking snaps.
Did you just see that throw by Justin Herbert?
Yes, I did.
Here's my thing about Tua. What I've seen from Tua this year, and this might be Tyreek just being a freak athlete, he has underthrown the ball to them like.
But that's my point is that
most of the time.
That's my point is that
most of the time he's underthrowing the ball.
He doesn't have the arm strength.
But that's my point. The receivers are making him.
Yes,
and that's what I'm saying is that you look at Justin Fields. And the talent he has it's definitely better than Tua. So you give him receivers like that, and all of a sudden he's amazing.
Back to
that's my point.
Back to Z's point about the Justins. It's really hard to say. I think we can say Justin Herbert will probably have a long career, like we were talking about, because he doesn't try to get out of the pocket. He tries to pass inside the pocket. Now here's the thing, though.
And the start also helps.
And his weapons, as Justin Fields. And the Bears continue to go season by season, that offensive line is going to get better. Justin's going to have more time to throw the ball, and Justin can throw the ball. Is he the same type of thrower that Justin Herbert is? I don't think so.
No. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Not as accurate. No.
But I'm gonna tell you why.
Until he gets time to throw.
I'm gonna tell you why he's not the same kind of thrower because he is more like Pat Mahomes. More athletic.
Pat Mahomes can chill in the pocket.
But
he can throw sideways.
Yes, that's my point. Is that they're both baseball throwers.
They both can.
They're baseball players.
Justin Fields. Yep.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is that you can change your arm angle. 100%. So I mean that's the thing. Which one would you rather have, man, Steve?
To be honest, again, I agree with what you guys are saying, but I think long term.
Well, thanks for that, Steve.
Yeah. I'm going to say Justin. As much as I like Herbert, you don't know what Justin can do.
So do you say Fields or Herbert? Because I'm just confused. They're both named Justin.
My bad. I'm also like, I was watching the game right now. I'm going to say Fields.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Fields because, I like Herbert. He's more accurate. He's got the weapons right now. But until we don't know until he gets weapons in an offensive line. Then
Yeah,
we'll find out.
I mean, I think his ceiling is just
I
higher.
say right now.
I just my concern is his longevity. That's the thing.
Right.
I feel like Herbert can play into his 40s.
Because
I feel like
he's not
Justin
gonna
can play.
take the risks that
Yeah.
Fields will take.
But that's what I'm saying. If you can play like that, like how D Rose had to go, or not D Rose, D Wade had to go through his progression in his career. Hey, I'm putting my body on the line, but you learned how to become a different player. You learned how to become an older player, if that makes sense.
I watch a lot of these mobile quarterbacks today, right? In terms of how they protect themselves, as opposed to someone who invented this style of quarterback, Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Who was completely reckless with his body.
Yes.
Who, I mean, you would see him plays flipping on his neck half the time just to get the first down or some crazy
But
shit.
he was a freak though. He had a
obviously,
like, you know what I mean.
but-
Like so a couple, was it last week in the Green Bay game when N'Keal Harry had that great catch where he had flipped, he kind of landed on top of his back. Vic would have moves like that on a regular basis
all day.
and like just roll out of that shit with no problem, right? So he was a freak of nature.
But he had to, but later on in his career, you never seen him taking those types of shots. He was sliding, which is, if you think about if Vic was doing that year 1, year 2, year 3,
yeah,
he don't get fucking hit for that dumb shit off the field. They got 2 Super Bowls.
That's 100%.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Because especially at the time, you had nothing like him. You had nothing like him. Now you kind of see it like, you see flashes of it.
He was really gonna be the MVP of that team.
Yeah.
Because the year after he left, they were like bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, 100%. Because they had like Matt, the fuck was his name? Sure or something.
I can't remember who.
He was fucking terrible. Hey, you know who doesn't know? Eagles fans or Falcons fans. They don't know either.
No, hell no. They stopped watching. They stopped watching after that shit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with Stirring the Pot after a word from our sponsors.
Hey, true Chicago sports fans, show off your Chicago pride with some fresh clothes from Grit Clothing Company. At Grit Clothing, they create that simple yet classic style that represents that Chicago Southside lifestyle. From t-shirts to hoodies, hats to glassware, they've got you covered. Grit has everything you need to represent your Chicago pride, so do it right now. Check out gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15. TrueFan15 for 15% off your entire order. Let me say it again. That's gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off of your entire order.
Hey, this is Mikey O, and you're listening to the True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast. Don't forget to visit Mikey O at Mikey O Show or www.MikeyOShow.com.
Welcome back to the True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast with E-Rock and Big C.
Hoes.
Yeah, we got some hoes in here.
Hey. With some foes in this house.
Hey, man, you know what time it is.
Uh-oh.
It's that time again.
Oh, boy.
It's time for Stirring the Pot. All right, E, what you got for us this week?
Yeah, so these are the seeds we talked about.
You didn't touch them. All right.
We didn't. I know. I only put my fingers in them. So these are the bacon. I know, right? Actually, that's the umami, right? Umami.
Who's mama? Talking about my mama? We gonna fight.
So these are the bacon mac and cheese seeds that we talked about, and now that we are all here in person,
we're all gonna have them.
we gotta give them a taste and see how they are.
I'll get the spam figgy pudding from Sean.
Yeah, that's what you missed out on.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we both agreed last time that we would give these a yay. So for those of you that don't know, in this segment, what we do is we talk about a food topic, we try food and decide, hey, if we're gonna like it or not. Usually by the description of the taste. So I think we both said yay at the time.
We did.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's start with Steven. How you like them?
I taste the flavor of them.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
I don't like them. Thumbs down.
Really? Why?
I don't like the taste. I'd rather have the normal sunflower seeds.
They say like normal. Yeah, to me, they say normal.
Yeah, this one. Well, I get the bacon a little bit.
Yeah, I get the bacon.
Listen, I am a seed guy.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Seed connoisseur.
So, especially David, all right? David has been rocking with the flavors for years, okay? Before he even changed the little design on the bag and shit, when it was just barbecue, ranch, and you know what I mean? Like, yo, I used to, first of all, barbecue was the best at first.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Now it's the salt. It's the salt and crack pepper. But
those are good.
They are
no,
fire.
Those are good.
But honestly, these, it's
Okay.
a little bit of like, you know what I mean? It's like they put the little popcorn powder on them.
100%.
And then, you know what I mean? Now you just got seed taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like Ace Ventura, just eating them all and like spitting them out.
Appreciate you. I'm coming out. I'm gonna spit on your floor.
And if you see how he was spitting them out too, though, like, yo, don't sprinkle that on my floor, bro.
Get some cleaning again today.
Right, fuck. I just did all this shit, man. Come on. I want to do this shit again. All right, Mike, what's up?
They taste like sunflowers.
Yeah, it's normal.
I don't taste the overtones of bacon or
No.
anything. Like, it's not even subtle. No mac and cheese. Now maybe it's because I've been drinking and my senses aren't as sharp as they usually are.
You been drinking like Beyonce?
No watermelon here, man. Not spitting out seeds or nothing like that. We're not doing.
I mean, I would just get the originals. I just you can't mess with originals.
You guys eat the whole seed or you spit it out?
I swallow.
I'm sorry.
Steven swallows.
Is that on your Tinder?
It's on my grinder, but yeah.
Oh, is that what the kids are doing? That's what the kids are using nowadays, grinder.
I mean, if you flow that way, sure.
It's not just for coffee anymore.
Love is love, apparently.
Well,
Love is love, love is love,
Before
love.
you got here, I mostly spit because we were talking about.
We
another
did.
segment.
Yeah, about the hippo.
Yeah. It was like, hey, guys, spit or swallow. And I'm like, okay, this is.
Y'all be having some weird segments, man. Happy to be here, though.
He's like, I'm also happy I missed that part.
That is correct.
So yeah, you know, you're a David connoisseur, and I have a lot of David products. I actually have New Balances that are David sunflower seed shoes,
That's hard, okay?
and I have the shirt. I got the sandals. I got the hat. I got all that shit. So
You wear
like,
sandals?
yes,
Chanclas, bro.
chanclas, bro.
Chanclas.
Come on, bro. We invented this shit. The Caribbean
He gets
invented
some-
chanclas.
He gets some toes pedicure.
Oh yeah,
We
my
call
toes are
them
done.
bullshit. We call them flip flops, but
Right.
nah, they got an
Slides.
ill word for them.
Yeah, slides, chanclas, whatever you-
Chanclas.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't-
whatever. Sandals.
It feels weird to call it anything else except chanclas.
Chanclas.
Chanclas,
Yeah.
bro.
Like, once I heard that, I was like,
chancleta.
what the fuck have I been calling them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never
It's-
got hit with
it's,
that.
it's also known as the Mexican boomerang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, duck. Make sure
Known
to duck.
known to just be a homing fucking device
Yes,
right to
yes.
your dome piece.
Mom,
So what do you call a belt? Because that's what I got.
An extension cord.
Oh yeah,
switch.
switch,
A switch.
a motherfucking switch. Yeah, bro. Let me say
That you
something.
picked yourself.
Yeah, we had a
That's
little
a different show for a different trauma.
we had a little piece of wood. It literally sat on the back of the sofa, and it was called the whacking stick. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Was it a 2x4?
My parents had just had a
a little
leather
bit
belt.
thinner. That too.
My,
Just had a
my,
leather belt.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
friend had his dad had like from his fraternity, the big paddle.
Oh, the paddle.
Oh shit.
The Board of Education is what he
He
The
is
called it.
Board of Education.
Your friend is the most well-behaved person in the world, yo. Period.
I'll tell you what, for these seeds, though, I'd rather have ranch
You're
or,
having a hard time
Oh,
swallowing.
or
yes.
barbecue.
Yes.
So
You can
the
actually taste those. This I cannot taste
No.
mac and cheese.
So
It's
I'll
ripped
tell
on
you-
my tongue right now.
my favorite, and shout out to Steven for this one, is the Taco Bell ones. The Taco
no,
Bell ones
Taco
are
Bell
so
everything.
they
Taco
are
Bell
so
Doritos,
fucking
Taco
good.
Bell that. Yeah, definitely.
It's a way of life.
No, Taco Bell's a way of life.
Where
Yes.
can you find those?
Everywhere, man. Nacho, it's like Nacho Bell Grande, fucking Taco Bell seeds. I think it might be.
Seriously?
I'm not
They
sure.
make them?
It might not
Yes.
be David. It might be Biggs.
All right.
How do we
Yeah.
get that Taco Bell money, y'all?
Yeah, for real.
Hey, yeah, I had to buy
Hey,
that shit
fuck you,
twice.
Taco Bell. Pay up.
I gave because so Steven, if you anyone who doesn't know out there, Steven and Sean thought the party was last weekend. So while I'm getting ready, I'm taking the break between our softball practices. He sends a message to the group chat like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna be late," and I'm over here like in my head, I'm like,
Say it with a deeper voice.
"Late for what, Steven?" He's like, "Isn't your party right now?" And I was like,
No, sir.
"It is. It is not. It is not."
Yeah, he
I
texted me. I'm
checked.
like, I looked at him like, wait a second. Either I'm drunk or still asleep. What do you mean? Are you
I'm like,
still
where,
home?
where are you going?
Of course, I'm still at home.
Do you guys Baja Blast or no?
Oh, Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
That you can only get it,
But I'm gonna.
well,
It's got to be diet. It's got to be diet.
But,
regular pop tastes gross to me now.
Really?
Yeah.
I can only drink Squirt.
Hey, we all.
But I mean, like, I started drinking like Coke Zero. We were talking about this earlier. Like,
yeah, I
go
brought
ahead.
up the subject of Sprite, 7-Up, and you could even throw Squirt in there.
That's a whole different. No.
No,
That
Squirt's
is
completely
not.
different.
Squirt is not.
You
Yeah.
have to throw Sierra Mist in there. You
Okay,
can't throw Squirt.
okay.
Yeah. So, and they're all. Yeah. I mean,
like Sprite.
I would go
Sprite
Sprite.
is syrup. I like 7-Up. To me, 7-Up is so crisp, and it's so good if you have like a
Sprite
gin.
is literally that.
No, Sprite is syrupy. It's very
take 2 sips of Sprite and tell me that you can still swallow.
LeBron James likes
after
Sprite.
that.
Okay.
Now Mike loves you. So
I love Sprite.
So,
Of course you do.
Shocking.
Because LeBron fucking drinks Sprite.
He's like only if LeBron drank it first.
Which
It's
he
good for
doesn't
his
drink
body,
it.
it's good for
he
mine.
doesn't drink it on the commercials.
No, that's true. He's like, look at this bottle I'm holding.
Yep.
Isn't it cool? Like, that's it.
Wait,
Now-
he doesn't really drink it?
No,
never.
You know what does bother me? Why is Sprite in clear bottles now?
Because
It
they want you
bothers
to know
me.
what you're getting.
Yeah.
Clear soda?
Because
Yeah,
you're used
fuck
to the
that.
green ones.
Yeah.
I'm used to-
Oh,
yeah,
I
I've had the
remember.
green ones too.
I remember.
I don't like
You
the clear
remember?
bottle.
It's
I
been that long
remember.
since I bought
It had
Sprite.
the little divots in it.
It still has that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
does
yeah.
that, like,
That's all
yeah.
I'm
I
saying,
haven't
it's
bought
just-
that
it's
shit,
a
so I
clear
don't know.
bottle now.
It reminded me like of like
I
a golf
literally
ball or
drink
something.
Zoa every day.
They
Do you
have
really?
a Sprite Zero, so
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've tried.
It's a Coke product.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a
But
Coke
But I feel
product.
like Sprite
still
is already
syrupy.
zero though. It's
What's
just
that?
It's just a lemony taste.
No,
but it's still like.
No, we're talking about sugar. Zero sugar.
But you should get the Mountain Dew
Don't drink soda if you're not.
alcoholic beverage
No,
drinks.
I'm telling you, like I've been drinking diet for a good amount of time now, a couple years,
Sorry.
and I went to.
He's like, I'm sorry.
I went
for
to
you.
like I like Diet Pepsi because it's not as sweet as Diet Coke, and so. And I'm drinking it. One day I accidentally get a regular Pepsi. I'm like, all right, whatever. I tasted it. It was fucking awful.
diabetic
Yeah,
coma.
yeah, no.
It was disgusting. That shit tasted like a fucking. It's not like it tasted like someone fucking soaked a bunch of pennies in some water. Like
That's
what the
Lindsay
fuck?
Lohan bathwater that's going in there. By
That's
the way,
exactly what that.
That's why it tastes like that. That makes
That's-
perfect sense.
Yeah,
But
the
you
UID and shit.
I did. Oh, how you do? That is terrible.
You didn't enjoy that bathwater?
Fuck that. No.
I mean,
No.
in my
Scarlett
place,
Johansson's bathwater.
I'll drink
That's
that.
different. That's a different story.
different.
That's a different story.
That's different. Yeah.
We're talking about someone who bathes regularly, and doesn't fucking fucking put crack up their asshole. Like that's the difference.
Hold up. Wait, whoa.
Yeah.
Is that what she was getting into?
I mean, clearly. Have you seen her?
She looks a lot better
She
now.
looks like she puts out.
Yeah, she
So does
puts
a
out
broomstick.
diseases.
That's what condoms are for, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
And so is Lysol.
So there it is. I mean, Lysol. You know what I mean? Lysol.
It protects against
Lysol.
COVID-19.
Figure out how to make like a disinfectant lube. We're good.
Fabuloso cures all. Is that a purple drink? Hell no.
Hell no,
No,
don't
I'm
drink
putting
that
this
shit.
all in the urine.
All right, guys. Before we go, what you looking at? What are you watching that isn't sports? Mike, you're up.
I was telling you guys about this earlier, but I've been stuck on Tulsa King and Yellowstone. Like
100%, bro. I'm gonna back you on that. Yellowstone is non-stop great television. If you haven't seen it, there's about 5 seasons now. You can watch the first 4 on
How
Peacock.
the fuck is
Led
there
by
5
Kevin
seasons
Costner.
already?
this is
Not very long season.
Is it 4
This is the
seasons?
4th season.
Is it
I
4
thought it
seasons?
was on Amazon.
4th season.
No, that's a Paramount show, isn't it?
No, well,
Yeah.
Peacock.
Oh, there you
It's
go.
a Paramount show, and then after they're done with the season, it goes
Or is
on
it
to Peacock.
Hulu?
I really
It goes to
enjoyed.
Peacock.
Or is it Netflix? There's too many fucking things.
I know.
You know what? It,
So I
we already
watched-
talked about this. You know,
I
what?
watched-
everything's
HBO.
split
I
up
watch
now.
Yellowstone on Hulu. Usually the next day. I don't catch.
Oh,
it.
you have Hulu Live. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm bougie like that.
Yeah,
That's 'cause
you and Stevie are bougie.
Hulu has live sports.
I also really like the Wednesday.
Oh yeah,
series.
I gotta finish it.
Binge
Yeah,
the shit out of
I have
it.
to start
Started
it.
Jenna Ortega's a young superstar.
No, I'll tell you what though. I'll
It's
tell you
dope,
what.
man. It's dope.
I'm as skeptical as it comes. Like, but I'll give everything a chance, and like it's legit. It was very entertaining. It was done. It was done well.
It's Catherine Zeta-Jones, Luis Guzman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the actress playing
Catherine
Wednesday.
Zeta-Jones is still
Sexy.
Yeah.
smoke show.
I mean, look, hey.
Smoke show.
She's no Selma Hayek.
No.
But Selma
No.
Hayek gonna be fine when she's 95.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is true.
And
It's
I would still wipe
ridiculous.
her.
Yes, 100%.
Oh my God.
Before Nick Cannon does.
Or he don't wipe nobody. He just procreates. I'm talking about spreading your seed.
Man.
What are you watching that is in sports?
Okay,
Joey!
So I've been watching a ton of murder mystery. So anything from First 48, from
Those are fucking addicting.
Man. But
And that's why I
honestly,
stay
the
off that
best
shit.
one that I've been watching is Unusual Suspects. Unusual Suspects is literally what it is.
Now, where can you find these shows at?
I've been watching. It's all on Hulu.
Oh.
Or if you want to get into like a crazy like docu-series
There's
about some
some on
murder
Netflix
shit,
like that,
Netflix
yes.
be having the ones.
Well, yeah, because they cater to
Netflix
women.
be having right.
Yes.
And I mean I live with a woman, so obviously I enjoy TV with her. But Unusual Suspects, and I watch First 48 just to make sure that I tell myself, it's a reminder for me.
Don't fuck with a woman.
Just do all your dirt by yourself. Do everything that you want to do. If it's illegal, do it yourself, because everyone else is going to snitch on you. That's what First 48 reminds me of.
Oh, 100%. With cameras now and fucking your phone
my
tracking
God.
you.
Oh my God.
There's nothing you can do right now.
At all.
No.
At all, except be a law-abiding citizen.
Or live in a country where there's no Wi-Fi or nothing, and then you can go old school.
Utah.
Yeah, we're out of beer, sir. We're out of beer. Oh yeah, go get some beer.
Go get some beer.
Go get some beer. We still got 2 more people to talk about TVs and shows.
You can just bring all whatever beers you find in
Stevie,
here.
what are you watching that is not sports?
So I just watched. I just had it to my head. I just drew a blank.
Way to go.
I posted it on my story. Goodwill Hunting. There you go.
Yes, you did.
I just saw that.
And I
So it's
commented
for the first time?
For
Yes,
the first time.
and I commented it's not his fault.
Yeah.
And if you don't, first of all, if you don't know what that means, you better go watch that
No, it's
movie
not your
because
fault.
it is a very intense movie. It's a great movie, great story, and Robin Williams will make you cry, make you laugh, and
Yep.
make you realize that you're doing something wrong with your life.
Right. Yeah, I got a little choked up.
Of
A
course.
little teary-eyed. Yeah, I liked it. I watched it last night, and then I've also been watching Abbott School.
Abbott
Abbott
Elementary.
Elementary, yeah.
It's
Abbott.
fucking
Oh
hilarious.
yeah, it's great. I'm on the first season, so,
So you starting to see a little bit of my life.
it's not that bad. I don't know why you're making.
First
it
of all,
that
they
difficult.
don't even they don't
They're
even
having a good time.
they don't even show the PE guy until or the person until the second season. So you don't even know what's going on in PE.
Yeah, because it's that easy.
Oh my God.
Not at all.
Z, what you been watching?
You know what? It's funny enough that I've been watching a lot of TV because I've been able to catch up now that I am on my 3-week vacation.
Oh man, playing us off for
So why you
suckers.
dodging my calls then?
Oh,
Dodging your calls, sir.
Dodgy.
Sir.
He
It's
keeps
been-
his phone on silent.
Yes,
He's
I
not
do.
dodging.
That is very true. Let's see. Lopez versus Lopez.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I saw that special.
It is
That's on the list.
fucking really good.
Yep.
I really liked it, and then I watched the entire thing, and I got away to the Christmas special, which is where they talk about the Christmas, and he's a drunk and so forth, or whatever. He brought his entire family, or his TV family, from the George Lopez show onto the screen.
Yeah,
which
that
was great.
awesome.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so you had his old wife, meaning his new ex-wife, and he's like, "Hey, man, how you been? I haven't seen you." She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, it's been a while." She's like, "Oh, what happened to your husband?" He's like, "I haven't seen that motherfucker since 2007." I was like, "Fucking burn!" And then you had the old mom that used to burn
Yeah.
George Lopez all the time, and she's like, "Hey, George, you're looking good, looking slim, looking like you look good." But your head's fucking huge, bro.
That is true. That is true.
Man, his head is huge. I don't know.
It
what's
keeps
His son
going
was
on.
there too.
Who?
His son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all grown up.
Max,
Yeah, they had them grown up. Yeah,
Was the daughter there or no?
yeah, they had everybody there.
Oh, nice.
They had everybody there. It's a really cool show. It's funny because it's about him and his actual daughter,
Right.
And their relationship because he was never there. How she has anxiety and it's all the other shit. So it's a really good show. It's 20-25 minutes each episode. You can watch it on Hulu, I believe, or yeah,
I think it's a ABC show.
Yeah.
which means it's on Hulu, right?
Yeah.
Forgive me if you guys talked about this. Did either of you guys watch the new Christmas Story movie?
I haven't seen it yet.
The new
Spirit?
Christmas story.
With
No.
Ryan Reynolds and
No, that's Spirited.
Twist off.
There's a You know the Christmas story.
Yeah. So the second one,
sequel.
Yeah,
where the kids
I
older
heard
now.
good reviews.
And, okay, so I
What's
haven't
wrong with
watched.
these
I haven't
two?
watched it yet, and I have not. Actually, I was gonna ask you guys watch Troll because I was talking about.
Oh, I heard about this. I haven't watched it yet.
Troll was surprisingly good. I recommend you guys.
What is
watch
that
it.
on?
It
That's
was
Netflix.
on Netflix.
Okay, so that is on my list to watch, but I did watch something on Netflix called Pinocchio. Guillermo del Toro.
Of
He threw it
the
out.
bull.
Say it again.
Guillermo del Toro.
Now you do it. Now you do it.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. I had to make sure you brought them.
Toro.
You brought them
Yeah,
Taco
I
Bell
can't do it.
tacos,
I
bro.
can't do that.
Del Toro.
Del Toro.
You gotta roll the R's, sir. You gotta roll the R's.
Let me tell you something.
You know, believe me, it'll come in handy. Anyways,
Sir, I have a gap in between my two front teeth.
he's got
I've
it
had
all
plenty of
figured
Yo,
practice.
this is a sports podcast.
This is a
no, that is
female
definitely one of those
friendly.
movies you do want to watch because it is a different take on the adaptation that you grew up with, which is that Disney PG version. Well, it kind of has some dirty stuff in there if you look behind the scenes, but this movie was it took me by surprise because it is a backstory on Pinocchio. So Geppetto loses his son because of the war. You have the Nazis in Italy. So there's some bombs that is dropped, and if you haven't seen it, so I'm
So this is
I'm gonna watch it when I get home tonight.
alert.
so this is made for like 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
Nah, it's gonna punch you right in the feels.
Yeah, well, so does
Punching
Bambi.
you.
Hey, so does Bambi.
Yeah, from the jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
what
I'm saying.
happened to Bambi's mom?
Disney figured out how to be successful. Kill one of your parents.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make the people cry from the first
Yeah,
scene.
yeah.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
like-
You got to get invested. You got to
Yeah.
be invested.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Wait, what kind of fucked up message is that? Like, you will only be really pure of heart and successful in life if one of your parents is dead.
Well,
so
that's-
get to it.
I mean, it's kind
hello,
of like his
Batman.
life. That's him.
Yeah, he lost
He
both
didn't
of them.
have.
Batman,
he didn't
yeah.
have his parent. I think he didn't have his mother. So if you watch the Disney movies, none of the Disney characters or the movies that he created, like from the jump,
Yeah.
none of them have mothers or like 2-parent households.
Yeah. Cinderella.
None of them have that.
Bambi.
Beauty and the Beast.
So it's like it correlates to his actual real life. Walt Disney.
Gotcha.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Isn't that
I
literally
mean,
what you're supposed to do?
You're fucking. You're gonna live forever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
100%.
Because
Yeah.
of your life. Yeah.
That's my vain attempt at having children. That's how.
So yeah, it's one of those movies that you don't want to watch with children. You want to watch it with the. It's a kind of long movie, but at the same time, if you look at the message that he's trying to send you, it's also kind of his relationship with his dad, his relationship with how he grew up, and there is kind of a touch of some religion, but it's not. Let me throw it in your face. It's more like, hey, this is kind of like how I grew up, and
Allegory.
yeah. Great
Feel
word.
empathy.
Great word there.
Empathy.
SAT.
Look at you guys, fucking thesauruses over here.
Words, motherfucker.
He's not here. I think I saw him yesterday on Friday at the fucking WWE event. He
There
was
you go.
there, right?
Who?
Motherfucker! I knew I saw him. I called his name out. He wasn't paying attention. Words is at the
Oh yeah.
And anyways, so yeah, Pinocchio is you definitely gotta want to watch that. I'm almost done with Smallville. If anybody cares.
Nope. Nope.
I mean, yeah.
It's okay. It's empty.
Sorry.
This they like bowling, so you're good.
Yeah.
I was just watching highlights.
Justin
okay,
Fields
so
sidearm?
Red Zone does the touchdown from every game,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Justin Fields just threw a nasty sidearm pass
Oh
for
yeah.
a touchdown.
Yeah. It was very Mahomes.
We're gonna be looking at these types of things.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
For
why I
years
pick him
to
over
come.
Herbert.
Exactly.
That's why I pick him.
Because if he's not running a 64-yard touchdown, he's throwing one.
Yep. Slanging.
So that's what we got to look forward to.
Last thing I did watch was something that E recommended last week, which is the Chef versus Snacks on Netflix. And I did watch the first episode with the hot Cheetos, and let me just tell you, they all fucking failed.
Yeah.
Never try to recreate hot Cheetos.
Never.
Leave that to fucking Frito-Lay.
So I don't know if you've seen this show, but basically it's called Snack versus Chef, and you have a competition of 3 people per show, and they have to create a popular snack. So one was hot Cheetos, one was Oreos, one was Pringles, and one was Kit Kat, and you have to make them from scratch. Like super fucking hard shit to make.
So you got to have Red 7.
Yes. Yeah, and the funny thing, it was like
No, you didn't have to make it. They actually supplied it for you.
Oh shit!
No.
They
had a wall with everything on there.
Yeah,
And
they had
one
all the
person-
chemicals.
One person was trying to make it from scratch, and one person was like, "No, I'm going to put Red 7 in this."
Yeah. So they had,
which is not fucking healthy for you at all.
No, but it was there.
It causes cancer.
But I mean,
I don't fuck with hot
those
Cheetos.
Fucking flaming hot.
I hate
love
flaming
hot Cheetos.
I think
Flaming
disgusting.
onions.
Nacho
Flaming
cheese on those with
onions.
some fucking
Disgusting.
jalapenos. That's
This is why Sean pisses water, shits water. That's why he shits water.
No. I mean, how can
Yeah,
he,
I know
how
Sean
can he
does
shit
that.
water if he doesn't drink water on the weekends?
Yeah, exactly. Body armor, though, I do drink. So.
Yeah, okay. We're getting technical. So yeah, I watched a few things this weekend or over the last week. I watched the SNL Christmas special, which gives you all of the updated sketches over from the last fucking 50 years, 2 hours long, of course. It has all my favorites. It has Dick in the Box in there. It's my
Probably
dick
the
in the
greatest.
box.
Probably the greatest one.
Yeah, Sweaty Balls is in there. Fucking Dan, was it Dan Aykroyd? Oh yeah, it's a perfectly safe bag of glass. It's made for kids. Look at this. It's Teddy stabs a lot. And he's got he's got a knife in his belly. All that shit, man. The fucking Steve Martin talking about like all the things he wants for all the children in the world, everyone to get along and sing a song, and also $10 million in my bank account. You know what? Put the kids last. Put this thing and all. I want to have an everlasting orgasm. That I fucking love that, and it just goes and like the way he just structures it and remembers how to like rearrange it and hit the points. It's a fantastic fucking routine. So that, and then also I haven't watched it yet, but Cecily Strong, 11-year SNL vet, is she was on her last show last night. I love her. She's just been like so solid over the years. I mean, you don't stay on a show like that for 11 years if you ain't solid. Where whether she was the
I didn't
girl
realize
that
it was 11 years.
I didn't realize it either until they're like, hey, it's been 11 years, and I was like, oh, guess what, guys? It's been 11 years.
I think it's Keenan and then her.
Oh, Keenan, no, she might have been the longest female cast member.
Yes,
but
I'm saying
Keenan
it's
is like.
Keenan and then her.
Keenan was there, I think, when Eddie Murphy started. So that's how long he's been there.
No.
Yeah.
He's been there 16 years.
No, he's been there long. He's been there.
Nice.
Yeah, at least.
Really?
Keenan doesn't
Yeah.
do anything else.
No, that's literally
the
like
show got canceled.
that show sucked.
What was the show again?
It was called. It was called Keenan's Shitty Show. I don't even. What was the name of Keenan?
I think it was just called Keenan.
Yeah, it might have been. It was very awkward. Nothing like made sense. Like it was like you're watching people
What was
live.
the premise? Was it like was it scripted?
Yeah, it was scripted. He had like a son. I couldn't, and like I love SNL. I love SNL alumni where I watch their show.
And I think he's more geared for that.
It was literally called Keenan,
it was just it wasn't a good sitcom.
Yeah.
John Mulaney had a sitcom where he literally, what? As a matter of fact, Nassim Pedrad from SNL left SNL to go be on John Mulaney's sitcom, and it was terrible. And like, if you've ever watched his stand-up, he's literally doing the exact same joke from the stand-up on the show, which is fine because we know you made that up. It didn't hit right. So that's where that was.
Unlike Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. Yeah, because I could believe that. That's
keep your
him.
ficus away from him.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
Don't come on my plants.
Don't come at all near me, please.
So Keenan's been on there since 2003. So
yes, that's like 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Next year.
Yeah,
Good for him.
For a show that's not been on for 50 years yet.
Right.
I'm going to tell you right now.
But
He's going to be the
super
one.
influential.
He's going to take over for Lauren.
Yes, exactly that. He's going to take over for Lauren.
So you got that. I haven't watched, so I got to catch up. I watched the Christmas special. I did not watch the last one with Cecily Strong yet, and I did not watch the Steve Martin and Martin Short one yet. That one's going to be on the list probably like later on this evening because I'm really looking forward to that. But the other thing that I started watching, I haven't gotten all the way through it yet because it's a little long, is if you've ever seen this show on Netflix, it's called My Next Guest
With David Letterman.
with David Letterman, because the whole
season's out.
Right. So the whole premise of that is that every time he would introduce someone, he would say, "My next guest needs no introduction," and then he would just say their name. So that's the name of the show. The guest on this episode was Vladimir. Was it Zelensky?
No, Zelensky,
the president of
from
Ukraine.
Yeah.
No shit.
Okay. What they did is they had, so if you didn't know, Zelensky was actually an actor back in the day in some he was an actor in a show where he played an actor that becomes president. And then in real life, he is an actor in real life that becomes a president.
He's Ronald Reagan.
Yes. Except Ronald Reagan, I don't know. I didn't sit there and watch Ronald Reagan movies, but I don't know if there was
westerns.
If there was a premise where he like was an actor that became president, right? So like based on that, so everyone knows what's going on with the war between Ukraine and Russia and him, and so basically what they did is they had it in a secure location. They recorded the entire show underground in a train tunnel. Essentially, like if you go to the to one of the tunnels at like Belmont and Kimball, right there, and they on the platform.
Closing.
And they had live trains coming through. So like while they're talking and shit, and they did a tour of Kiev. They're showing the destruction from like because that's their major city. All this shit. I mean, like he interviewed different people around Ukraine, and and talking about how. Do people actually believe Putin? And there's like people legitimately are like, yes, what you're saying is true. And he's basically saying Ukraine doesn't exist. It's just a part of Russia. They're just trying to be separate. It's almost like, us versus Texas. So I mean, right. You know what I mean? Like we're not American. We're Texas. Bang, bang, bang. And I'm like, you take your shitty Tex-Mex and keep moving, man. Nobody wants it. But that's the right. But that's the premise. So that's what Putin's been pushing on his people, and we all know from Mr. Orange, who just passed through, that there's suckers born every day. So that was a big part of that show, and it was very very interesting to watch.
Whoa, that's a lot.
What
of
was
shows.
that? What was that again?
My next guest.
That's
so,
David Letterman.
Yeah, David Letterman.
This is the third season.
So he's actually done shows with a lot of people. He did a show with Kanye a couple years ago where with Kim Kardashian, but he did with Kanye where he actually went to when Kanye was doing the churches and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so
great episode.
Oh my god,
great
it's
episode.
So good, and like you really. I don't want to get into Kanye.
Letterman's great.
All right, like because we'll be here another 4 hours.
The one with Lizzo is fucking phenomenal.
Yes.
The one with Lizzo is phenomenal.
I'm about to check this. I'm
gonna tell you what. When you watch one of these episodes from David Letterman's Netflix show, you get an entirely different perspective of David Letterman as a whole.
I was gonna say it's
because
different from
you think like, this old
television.
white guy, how the hell does he relate to you?
But the thing is too is you got to remember
but see, he's not really relating to me. He's interviewing somebody.
But here's the thing is that when you look at, you got to remember that Letterman, when he came on air, he was going up against Johnny fucking Carson. Like Johnny Carson was the big swinging dick of the world, right? And he outlasted him. I mean, like, he kept going. But I mean, like, you see there was a different presence there. Other shit, he was always that rebel, right? So he's like, you know what? I understand that these things are the way they are. I don't gotta like it though. So I'm hey, you know what? This shit is fucked up. That's been his whole premise, his whole life.
That's right.
So when you see it
in the world, in
yes.
general. Yeah.
So when you see his show, you get them perspectives. Hey, a lot of people talk shit about you.
Why?
What's up? What do you say about the people that talk shit? That was his whole Kanye thing. And Kanye's like, look at what I do here with these people. And and this is the way I think. And it's really fucking, it is dope.
He goes into every interview with an open mind. He's like, oh, I'm the poster white child. I don't know. I grew up in fucking Indiana.
Yeah,
what the
and
fuck?
I'm fucking David Letterman.
Right.
So.
He's like, I was a weatherman.
Yeah.
He was.
I was a weatherman in Indiana. What the fuck do I know? All right. Teach me about this.
Yes.
Make me fluent in this.
Make me less ignorant.
Hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. I'm going to have to check that out.
It's
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, definitely one of
that
those.
sounds dope.
That's on the list. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. I want to give a shout out right now to the entire 606 crew. Sean and Steven No Water on the weekend.
Thank you, boys.
All Net Podcast, Mike Logic. Ideal
right.
couldn't be here today, but we got Joey Childs in the house.
Instead.
And look, this is a lot of fun, guys. We had literally the entire 606 lineup here today just to run through, and I think this is gonna be one of our, as long as we promote it properly, ladies and gentlemen, it should be one of the most listened shows. So everyone, you get a chance to kind of get a glimpse of what all of our shows are like, and if you like it, share it. That's the whole point of what we do here. But once again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year to everyone out there, and shout out to all of our guests that we had. This is our most action-packed show we've ever had.
Oh my God, it's been nonstop. I mean,
I'm glad I was here. Yeah.
What's that?
I said I'm glad I was here.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, we're glad to have you.
Appreciate you for having
But
us.
also, like, if you listen to our show, go listen to Steven's show, listen to Mike's show, show them some love. You know, we're all one big family, and we're all trying to do our thing, and everybody has their own, their own little pocket. Mike talks about basketball, and he's really good at it. He's very passionate about the Bulls, even when they suck. And then you got Steven talking about, funny shit and trivia. And if you don't know your trivia, you're fucking taking a shot. So know your shit.
Yep, every Mondays.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I've been on Steven's show and I've been drunk.
That's because there's
trivia, bro.
no water on the weekend,
What
ladies
we
and
should
gentlemen.
do is always jump on different shows.
I do that already.
Yeah, I know, but like everyone.
I
yeah,
definitely
man.
want to drink on that.
Yeah.
Let's get
we
fucked
drink.
up.
Dude, we'll probably go through 2 bottles in one night.
Let's go.
Easily.
Let's go.
Steven, tell the listeners where they can listen to your show.
Yeah, you can listen to me and Sean on Mondays. Usually we upload then, and we record on Fridays. So you can find us on Spotify, Apple, anywhere you listen to podcasts.
And for new listeners, what's your show about?
Well, to put it in a couple words, we like to party.
Yeah.
So that's how we roll. We like to party, talk about topics, city of Chicago, and then any crazy thing that we find newsworthy. That's funny.
Chicago-centric podcast. There we go.
Yeah, isn't that what we do?
That's exactly what we do.
Mike Logic in the
yeah.
building. First of all, tell the ladies and gentlemen out there listening about your new project with our guy Joey Childs, and also where they can listen to the All Net podcast.
So me and the brother Joey Childs just dropped a banger called Chips.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you've
yeah.
not heard it, please go stream it now.
And it ain't Pringles.
Tell your family, tell your friends.
I got him.
It ain't Pringles.
Yes, I got him.
Yeah.
Put your chips up if you rock with us.
It's Lay's. Nah,
Yeah.
Nah, hey, it's everywhere though. Everywhere you listen to music, it's there. YouTube, Apple Music.
Just type in
Spotify.
Joey Childs and Mike Logic,
Spotify.
you're gonna find it.
Just type it in.
You can
Chips.
also go to my Bandcamp.
There we go.
And
I
if
would
you-
appreciate if you did that more.
If you feel like purchasing it,
Yes,
by
sir.
all means, with no pressure though.
it's worth it.
You know what? Support local artists. That's just the biggest thing. Support our
100%.
people.
It's been crazy.
worth
Like
it.
there have been people like we're not asking for money. There are
No.
people paying for this
And we
single, and
appreciate
it's a lot
Yeah.
of love.
every single last one.
If you're gonna pay Jay-Z for his single, why not pay for somebody that you
Yeah.
actually know and you actually support?
Yep.
It's
100%.
a real cool
we
feeling.
bringing y'all some with substance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
100%.
We actually tried.
I love it. I love
It
it.
wasn't
It's
produced.
evident
by
when-
17 produces for you.
It's evident when you hear it. Like it's
That's
dope
what's
music.
up.
Mike Logic,
Did
Joey
that.
Childs. We got Too Much to Text Volume 1 coming out, but right now,
TMCT.
enjoy Chips.
MikeLogic.bandcamp.com. MICLOGIK.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got it.
baby.
There we
Mike
go.
Logic. Go check him out. Look, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we hope you have a very Merry Christmas. A big thank you to our sponsors, 606 Media, True Chicago Sports Fans, and Grit Clothing Company. Don't forget to go to gritclothingco.com and get your official TCSF podcast t-shirt. Search for keyword True Chicago and use our promo code TrueFan15 at checkout for 15% off of your entire order. That's anything you order. It doesn't have to be our gear. It can be anything. That's TrueFan15. Go and get your shirts right now. And shout out to the newest show in the 606 lineup, No Water on the Weekend with Steven and Sean. In Sean's words, this is a pop culture forward podcast that dabbles in funny trivia, film, television, music, and Chicago-centric news and happenings. New episodes available on Mondays. The Bulls are back, right?
Name
That's
shit. That's what he means. Continue, Eddie.
That's right. NBA is back in action. 606 Media, True Chicago Sports Fans, and Shine Native Entertainment present All Net. Make sure to check out All Net with Mike Logic and Ideal after every Bulls game for breakdown and analysis, and maybe we'll find out why they fucking suck right now.
I have no answers for you.
Nobody does, and it's clear. The Shine Native Radio Podcast is now available on all major platforms. Mike Logic, Ideal, and Throw MC talk about sports, movies, and all types of ill shit. Go and check them out, and if you got some music you want people to hear what you got going on, submit it to the show, and if they like it, they will play it, and they'll shout you out on the show, so make sure you check them out. Shout out to Ronesh, Panic, Serious Beats, and Custom Made for the beats we played on today's show. Check out paniconthebeat.com for all your Momen merch and gear. And check us out on social media. You can find us at True Chi Fans on Twitter and on TikTok. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, and reach out. Hit the DMs with all your questions and complaints and concerns and all the shit that you like and don't like about the show. You can reach us at truechicagosportsfans@gmail.com. All right, y'all, for Big Z and the entire 606 media crew, this is E-Rock. We'll see you next time for episode,
124.
Woo, baby, 124. Until then, be good to each other.
For love of sports.
Swish.
A few moments later.
You have a lot of incest.
That's real.
Shut your mouth. Lover boy.
Nature versus nurture, Lodge. Nature always wins.
I think he's on steroids.
Hasta luego, amigos. That's all. I shouldn't have those artichoke poppers.